Yatağa.
Beyler hazır mıyız? Haydi haydi.
I consider the matter urgent. That of your succession.
The Iron Throne is the most dangerous seat in the realm. Dragons are a power men should never have trifled with.
I am to inherit the Iron Throne.
She can cut off any challenge to her succession.
Knives will come out.
Quer ouvir uma história de fantasma? É sério. Muitos anos atrás, todo mundo estava encoberto pela escuridão. Havia uma serpente. E ela se chamava Boiguaçu. E essa serpente caçava animais. Devorava todos os seus olhos. E a cada par que consumia, seu corpo cada vez mais se tornava mais brilhante. Até que um dia, acabou pegando fogo. E até hoje, seu espírito
I'm thinking about like
de olhos flamejantes.
the filming and like prior to like doing all this, like you don't really get told much about like the location or anything. I wonder if the Riot content team was just like, oh yeah, just wear some camping gear, like wear clothes like you're going camping.
Nonton dari time saja soalnya ini gede banget sih, but I don't know. Let's click on it. Oh ini film ini yang yang tarik masuk.
Oh my god, I remember for was it for Champs or was it for Omen? Yeah, no, I was gonna say for Champs they're like, oh yeah, dress up like you're going to the club. And I was literally gonna say that, and then this scene just popped up.
Ini bukan dari Valorant, Valorant udah mulai bang. Dari komentator harusnya. Anjay. Wah ini dari Valorant nih.
Yo, you good, bro?
I just thought I saw someone I knew.
This is a whole film right here. This is a whole film. If I see spiders, I'm running. I don't care if they're robotic or not. There's
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna share my life.
I'm confused what the fuck's going on, man. Okay, that's badass as fuck.
That's badass as fuck. The hell. Wait.
Okay, that's pretty fucking cool. Damn, they got a bunch of actors for this? That's crazy. It's like the credits.
What a way to kick off day one. Sassy's acting, I gotta say. I think he has a really long career in acting if he decides to retire from Valorant.
Yeah, that was great. Overall, I think everybody, for the most part, was doing a fantastic job there. So, really pleasantly surprised to see that.
I'm surprised by Artis's reaction to the spikers. He just doesn't care. Man's just chilling out.
FNS in the club as well.
Just
a gold FNS in the club.
He's just a rock.
Yeah.
Just having fun.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, I absolutely love the videos here. I mean, if you guys actually thought that was hype, if your hype level is already at a critical mass, I suggest that you might want to take a seat for this one because it is time to activate the
I am
champion
taking a seat
stage.
in my secret lab chair.
Wait a minute. Nah.
Hashtag ad. Okay.
Just Prx bos.
Edward Gaming.
Eddie. Edward.
Was the player on EDG to look out for? Was it
Prx?
Was it Life? I think I heard a lot of good things about Life. I believe it was Life.
What a good looking stage and a good looking group
Gila,
as well. Let's
stage-nya,
jump
bro.
straight into the map select for
Ngeri,
this matchup. Kilios, there's a lot that both of these teams can go there. Both of them have a pretty good map pool.
Yeah, they really do. There's only a couple weaknesses coming into this from the side
Oh,
of EDG
ZM,
that you would say.
JJK?
Haven, probably one of the biggest ones that they would all.
Wait, how the fuck
ban
do I
away.
pronounce
But
that?
now that you have Pearl there and they have limited opportunities to practice on it, do they take it away? No, they're actually going to ban Bind.
And I mean, that's been such a great map for Prx, so it's pretty unsurprising that they do get rid of that one. I'm interested what Prx ban because they used to farm a
So they're not going to do stage walkouts because it's not stage, right? Or are they still going to do stage walkout?
Yeah. By all means,
Or are they
I was
playing
gonna
from
say,
like
this
different
was an
rooms?
incredible map for them.
Oh, Pearl.
Baby!
Pearl, oh god.
Forget
It's gonna be amazing. I mean, how can you even
Pearl
prepare
itu
for
map.
this one? EDG go in and
Asu
pick
banget
it
tuh.
up. They get their first
Thank you, really?
international event ever.
Benar-benar.
Hope you like it.
This is
Suwe banget itu map. Gue kalah mulu situ.
This is absolutely crazy. We're
It's so
talking
easy.
I
about
will say one thing with the merch, like, do be careful
Menyerang.
because it's like,
Kok
its
tulisan menyerang?
size is really big.
Kayak di Indonesia aja tuh.
We are so confident in our abilities. We played this as much as we possibly can, and we think it's good enough.
I mean, it'd be interesting to see what Prx respond with here after seeing
Man,
Pearl
Pearl.
being picked right
I've
off the
literally
bat.
never seen.
Of course, Fracture and Bind are gone here,
I
and it
never
looks
seen
like
any
it is
Pearl.
gonna be the
I
end.
only saw
Yeah, Ice Spice
one
is
Pearl
maybe an
match, and it was
interesting one for this
V1
team.
versus
They kinda
TSM.
showed some, like, back and
How's
forth
that?
on it,
So this is gonna be my second
back
ever
at
Pearl match.
Copenhagen, but they'll pick into it here for EDG.
Ya,
It's a
pro
map
match.
they're willing to play, but I've
Masih
never
belum
really been
bisa.
super impressed
Bahkan
with
pro
it.
player
I'm
pun
actually really
jarang
curious what's
banget
the
main.
Win rates are considered. Granted,
Maksudnya,
they don't have that many
turnamen aja mereka masih
plays,
nge-ban
you know,
Pearl.
all these maps, so it's a fairly limited.
I don't know
They
why.
have a 73% win rate on Icebox. If I'm Prx, Haven's available. That's something that
Mungkin itu
right
salah
now,
satu strategi
EDG,
untuk
they're on a
jatuhin
55% win record. That's
Prx.
18 wins, 15 losses. I would have gone for
We
that.
don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting too, because that map, the compositions that EDG run, it felt a little outdated from what other teams are playing. Again, they're very willing to define their own meta, but a bit curious not to see that. Ascent will go away. Copenhagen, that was an excellent map for Prx. So again, it is a little strange that Haven doesn't get gotten rid of there for EDG, though.
That's the thing that's so puzzling to me because, you know, when
Awesome.
EDG
Are they going to do walkout or no?
Yes.
What do you think? White or black signature merch and hoodie or sweatshirt? Personally for me, I would say I'm more of a hoodie person. I only don't wear a hoodie if like I'm indoors.
We got Haven.
It's Haven. It's the last map.
But one thing I like how comfy the merch is because I'm just like I'm really comfort person over
I think when you're going up
most
against a team that can be a bit of an unknown quantity, it's really good to get rid of that map. It's one where the individuals really do kind of thrive there. So getting rid of that one, heading to Haven instead. This is a map where Prx can put a lot more into the preparation time. They've shown us quite a few different ideas and compositions around this map. So kind of a mystery for both these teams. And in particular, why is EDG leaving this open?
I feel like they have to have developed something. They talked about that next stage of the team's evolution, trying out new things. I feel like they have to have something new prepared for Haven that completely changes their previous playstyle in order to warrant this being left open.
Yeah, absolutely. I think overall with this pool, Pearl is that first map. I'd imagine that, I mean, first of all, it's just absurd that that's where we start. But I'm just wondering, what does Prx pull out here? Because they've always been a team that's willing to be that kind of meta innovator, try things out. Even if they don't quite work, they'll make an attempt at it. And I don't see that one coming, but possible? Sure.
We will see. We will see. We're going to take a quick break here
so
you guys can
drops are active
right
now.
From the fact that we're going to be seeing Pearl right after this. But stick with us. Like I said, we're going to go straight to Pearl.
Okay, yeah. We got
Rambut gua klimis banget sih, keringetan. Bener kagak? Kalau nggak panas.
Yeah, drops are working for me. So to make sure drops work, make sure that you have your Twitch account linked to your Valorant account and other stuff. Yeah, you don't need to type exclamation point drops. They'll automatically like farm the percentage. I love this ad. This is actually my favorite ad. With like the
nggak tahu chatting
the moan! The moan! No!
What is that?
It's gone! I actually shout out to Secret Lab though. These chairs are hella comfortable.
Ini beneran ada tulangnya loh. Maksudnya udah sesuai tulang nggak? Keren, mahal so, tapi 8 jutaan. Secret Labs. Secret Lab. Prx Edg dulu ya, bentar gue dulu. Prx.
You don't need to type exclamation point drops to enable the drops. Just for anybody that didn't know.
Alright. Let's go.
Song's kinda nice though. Actually, I'm gonna do some scouting real quick on
Secret Labs. Lihat ini di mana ya?
Nobody's initiator player. Life is main duelist. Like entry.
Oh, flr.gg. Oh, I see.
Secondary duelist, but chamber player.
Oh, kalau ini bisa lihat datanya. Jadi analis per tim itu bisa lihat.
Welcome back to Valorant Champions Istanbul. We are set for our first
sure.
match of the tournament. It's time to meet the players from Prx
and
EDG.
The walkout finally.
Oh my god.
I love these walkouts.
Let's go Prx. Benkai ngapain nih? Lihat. Benkai. Okay with that. Oh bukan Edgar dulu, oke. Sideshow. Jing. Gini dia tuh. Oh, 1-1 sekarang. Oke.
How do you pronounce that?
I don't know.
How do you pronounce that?
Badan per
You just
second
said it,
CD
but I
banget
did
tuh
literally-
kalau di
What?
panggung. Setinggi Jinx ya dia. Tahu dong. Anjas. Davai. Nobody. Mind freak. Ayo Aaron. Let's go Aaron.
Alright, I need one answer because I need to know how to pronounce his name. Wait.
Oh my god, Bengkai, what are you wearing?
Am I fucking crazy?
Aduh, tense.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Oh, was that the coach? Wait, now I'm confused.
What? Itu apa yang dipegang Bengkai? Oh, the coach.
Wait, they have their sub playing, or what? I'm so confused now.
Gila, lu lihat tense aja ngebaca ininya. Analis si
Wait.
The highly anticipated new kids on the block.
Let's go, boy.
Right here. We honestly could not have asked for a better start.
Bentar, ini bisa ditutup tuh.
But I do want to address, as you guys saw on the walkout, Smoggy, the substitute for EDG, is coming in for Life. Life is not feeling very well right now, so they decided to put in the substitute for this game.
Okay.
And Achilles Mimi, this is a huge change.
Yeah, it is going to be a tough change to make.
China, bro. China.
No, it's unfortunate for EDG, but Pearl, that's
I need to read this.
Oh, namanya ini, nama tempel. Nama name tag-nya di belakang.
Okay. Or Kong Kong. Kang or Kong Kong?
Yeah, I mean, this is certainly something that we didn't anticipate at all, but hopefully this isn't going to be...
Let's go.
They like to play with confidence. If anything else, Kong Kong, he knows how to keep
Kong
everyone jazzed up.
Okay.
If he can keep everyone very much hyper-focused into this, there's a chance that they can come out and be victorious. Life,
So, how many subs
played
does...
is Jet historically. Granted, he has not played really any games officially
How many
within the last 90 days. It's something around 10 maps that he has been played on, but he has been taking a very flexible role, showing things like Fade, KO, Chamber as well.
I mean, adding on to your
wait,
point,
real quick,
I'm
going to quickly disable the ads.
To give some context,
just so it's not auto-running while the matches are playing.
Chamber, Raze, or your
give me 1 second.
So it's not those four.
Yeah, you'd expect something fresh. It's going to be interesting to see what that is. But
Give me 1 second, chat. Give me 1 second.
Oke, ini empatnya. Nobody dulu kita cek.
How do I...
Wait, Sova. Oh, initiator. Oke. Satunya, oke. Nobody initiator.
How do I do this?
Oh, ini ada ini juga. Oh, enggak. Ini initiator. Sama ini. Apa sih, lupa gua namanya. Sagi itu apa sih role-nya? Oh,
I just turned it off.
He lied to us.
At least for now. There's a chance we see it later, but he's going to be
controller.
Let me double check. Let me double check this working.
Keren sih kalau misalnya.
Finicky at times.
the mix. I think this map will play similarly to Icebox's East site over there, so it's great to have Defy on that role. Fade Raze as well, that's kind of what I was expecting most teams to go with. They have the Astra as well. There's a lot of awesome combo potential with this composition.
Okay.
Oh, Jinx pakai Raze. On the Raze Mindfreak, on the Astra, this is kind of the composition that the agents they were playing that got them to the grand finals of Copenhagen.
It's a curious thing. I would love to say this is how I think this is going to play out. This is what the focus is going to be. It is so difficult to say, just given that we have never seen this map, and I'm so excited to have its world debut in competitive play.
And it should be noted, Prx decided to start on the attacking side of this map. Thus far, I think we've seen it generally be a little bit stronger over on the defense for a lot of teams. So that tells me they have something special.
Gila, dibuat muter gitu, Cok. Tengah-tengahnya map keren banget ini stage. Keringat dingin mereka, keringat jagung lanjut.
I can't wait to get into this one, and it's time to pitch this over to your casters. Ah, you gotta be joking me! It's Saisho and Brent. I can't wait to get into this one.
sure we're going to be saying that time and time again over the course of this entire
Hey,
series.
double
To kick
tuh.
things off at Champions 20.
Nonton lagi.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to be saying that time and time again over the course of this entire series to kick things off at Champions 2022. This is it, Josh. The culmination of the entire VCT year starts here today. And Prx and Edg Gaming, what a matchup we've got here to really just kick things off.
You couldn't ask for anything more exciting. The debut match of Champions. You've got the debut of Pearl happening here as well.
Yeah.
The debut of Edward Gaming. There's so much new stuff to dig into right
Gue pengen
now.
belajar ini deh, sesuatu di map Pearl, karena gue nggak pernah menang. Oke, udah mulai.
Oh shit. Okay.
And Prx looking like they want to send things fairly quickly over towards A.
Yeah. See the power of the boom model all being sent into the A side, but that Viper Orb just stopping them in their tracks for but a moment at a late lurk through into mid. Making sure that space is still gained as well. You can see it's going for a bit of a split now into R.
Holy shit, they have some big face cams.
Down for the time being. But the players up close and personal. Yeah, this is going to be
whoa,
being taken. Smoggy!
Whoa, what the fuck?
3 in the mix. That is just unheard of. They've already locked down just the one extremity. There will not be a spike being planted, not just yet. Left down to Benkai. That 1v3.
He's worried about a flank, but flanks on Pearl are so difficult. It's a long, long way to push all the way down mid or out from B and come behind.
Susah kan? Tadi aja 3 masuk ke art. Sleeper.
Spread out a little bit on the map. Already though, what a round from Smoggy coming in as the substitute.
That's why I say midnya tuh harus dikontrol di map ini.
EDG have got the talent. Here comes Benkai, gonna have to take a duel against nobody to cross this angle.
I was aware that there was a player ready and waiting, bit of a noise bait, but only around 20 seconds to work with in the round.
And nobody's gone back to check A, and it's just left this angle.
Yeah, I know. I don't think EDG dropped them. I don't think the EDG dropped the map in the.
It all comes down to this fight that might be about to be taken.
Oh, he has to.
Wah, ketahuan.
Wow.
It's so clean.
Wait till the sub actually.
Ghost headshots coming through there for EDG, and setting them
Yeah,
up
EDG's playing with the sub right now.
to start things out.
Because life is not feeling well, so they have
Prx are massive favorites in the match overall.
They have Smoggy filling in.
Our second place team from Copenhagen, they're always better at every
You have a
event.
window in your room? Yes, I do.
Team. And EDG, yeah, they stomped the East Asia LCQ.
Our drops enabled. Yes, drops are enabled.
Talented players, but there's just still so many question marks, so much mystery, and that will calm the nerves a little bit.
Pistol win.
A-nya ditigain, art-nya diduain tuh lu bayangin. Wah, di combo. Mungkin kalau fit dapat sih itu.
Off to the side to see if they could catch out one of the players.
And also that Smoggy involved with it too. They're getting kind of involved in these set plays. Clearly hasn't pushed away their preparation.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, that was so good. Gila 5 masuk. Wah, gua nggak ada yang nyangka sih. Pintu kecil itu bisa dimasukin 5 orang.
Bit of damage being done. Pulled apart.
Okay, for some reason it's not letting me disable the ad manager.
Nice
so
one.
Apologies in advance.
Spectre in his hands.
2-on-2.
Okay, he needs to watch that. He heard. Obviously that rendezvous in play.
Let's go, Jason.
Right to the top side.
Let's go, Jason.
He does have the spike in his hand as well, so
he's gonna get a free plant here for sure.
Will be.
But Forsaken, I just don't see a way that he's gonna be able to win this. 0 bullets in the headhunter.
This is intriguing.
He has to push deep here. He's in a 1v2
If
where he has
not
no
allowed to
much
stream.
potential
Kaide also got
due to
perms
only
actually.
having a classic. So being able to get the jump on somebody here and
Emang
find the
bener sih.
timing on an A anchor would
Pokoknya
make this
apapun
round
yang terjadi lu
winnable.
jaga insight aja kalau udah
There's nobody anywhere close.
ini.
Look at the
Cuman kadang kita tuh
positioning.
terpancing sama nafsu ya.
They're miles away, just ready to pounce in the post plant, and I think this is smart from EDG.
You can't do that, but if you run ads like before the games, it wouldn't auto run. Yeah, I'll try. I'm definitely gonna try my best to do it, but sometimes like if matches go into tech pauses and stuff, I don't want to like run it just in case the tech pause. Like if the tech pause lasts 15 minutes, then maybe, but like you never know for a tech pause like that. Okay, so now.
That would be such an unfair characterization of this team. Nobody in particular has been extremely impressive when I've been watching him in terms of how he positions himself.
Nice.
And how he takes
they're
fights.
hyped.
Couldn't agree more with that.
Oh, there's Kang. Definitely most excitable player on the team, getting into it already.
Okay, I'm hearing a lot of different stuff. Kang or
position there.
Kang?
The pocket has to be cleared out with the Prowler. It's not going to spot him. Off to the side, this angle it needs to be watched for. Just a little sidestep. Now to Util. Slow being sent
Oh
through.
my gosh.
but that was a jumping from Forsaken.
He's so aggressive.
Shot still being found, and yeah, Kang is going to be unrelenting.
Ooh, that's a really good wall.
With the positionings that he's taking, he's going to make sure that he's punishing you. You don't expect those risky plays. Though, these guys are on top of it all.
Yeah, already on the flank, managing to get past the trademark as well.
Oh
and
my
Kang
gosh.
picking him off.
I mean, an absurd performance. Absolutely absurd performance. Bonus round going to be secured.
Wow.
I was not expecting this whatsoever. You look at the starting lineup as well. They're not playing with life. They're playing with Smoggy.
Besides like ranking Icebox
that
percent too.
hasn't been playing with them, by the way. This is
Kinda
a
looks like it. It
long-time
looks like a
substitute.
really not fun
This
area
is
to
a new
take.
addition, but it's Kang that brings out this bonus round. Basically the only player that had a gun worth buying at all.
Look at this man.
What
He's so
the heck?
aggressive and active. I think the percentage play in those kind of rounds is to try and get one.
Please not a fucking tech pause.
Lose the operator and ruin your buy for round 4. But that is not the way that Kang plays. If you look at the
He is going to push you to your limits.
Yeah, he is the most active player that we have at the event. And what I mean by that is he takes the most duels. He's the only player in the tournament that we have that by the time you get to a half, he's got 20 kills and deaths combined. He averages 12-8 at the half. And that is just absurd. Absolutely bonkers. Of course, the question always being for those kind of players, can they keep it up on the global stage?
That's the question, isn't it?
Listen, that round has given me some decent hope that Kang is the truth here.
I mean, right now going toe-to-toe with one of our finalists at Copenhagen, Prx.
And of course, it's early days. It's a map that nobody really knows about. But promising signs, to say the least.
A great showcase. Obviously, this being a timeout being taken by Prx. Working out how do they want to work around this one now, because with Kang
let's go.
in his hands,
Bisa.
honestly,
Dapat satu nih bisa. Setelah time ups itu biasanya kebalikan. Time ups nggak time out main.
How do you offset that? How do you play around?
Biasanya sih kebalikan. Biasanya. But we don't know about that.
In particular, where she was saying there's two different approaches here. You go for the Viper comps, of which EDG have one variation. We've seen other teams, you know, or we're expecting other teams to try different types of Viper.
Gila tuh di combo 3 orang gitu tuh.
And the raise fade with the Astra is not very good at pushing back the Opera B. Of course, they only have pistols this round, but that's my point exemplified there. You just don't have the utility across such
sekarang tapi
area.
nobody.
And I think that this is going to mean Prx heading through mid, through A lot in this half.
Yeah. It's a difficult map as well. There's a lot of tight corners you've got to be clearing out.
Makan.
Making sure that you are showing a lot of...
I'm like trying to focus on what they're wearing. Like, I'm kind of clueless when it comes to this map, to be completely honest. Whoa, what a pop flash.
Nice banget.
That didn't look like it should have flashed him, but it did. It looked really deep.
Sumpah ini susah banget. Mereka kayaknya
I feel like
tahu.
you just get funneled.
Mereka kayaknya tahu.
Oh, that's tragic.
That's brutal.
Yeah, that's unlucky. Okay, still.
Oh, free up?
A bit of a fight there, even against...
He's going through!
Judgment, a bit of a push through the smoke, out on. Getting away with 3 there. And Benkai though.
And you can already see the talent of these
Nice one. Oh, nice try.
He ran through the smoke!
What? But for a moment thought it was winnable. I think for Prx,
That was alpha as fuck.
Absolutely. But yeah, you can already see the talent involved. Look at how long here, taking the push through the
Wah, hampir jadi sate itu sebenarnya.
He gave 0 fucks right there. He literally just sprinted through.
I have never seen a team that has more consistent spray transfers with a Vandal than Edward.
Mereka harus nyari sebanyak-banyaknya nih pasti si Edgar. Harus banyak-banyakin di defender.
That's a rarity in a lot of other regions, but
so let's take a look. Prx, are they able to stop
Siap motor nih kayaknya.
All of their players up towards a main Nightfall off the rip to start. Didn't catch nobody. Flash over the top.
Oh, nice one, bro.
Those are really...
Fades away, still Smoggy wants to take the fight. In fact, they're being backed up.
3 lawan 2.
Chichu with the spray
Oh my
down.
gosh.
Benkai eventually removing him
Nice
from the
one.
fight, but a bit of timing. Game of cat and mouse around the smokes.
That was a really like
Nice gila apa?
it was an interesting idea with that play and like that push. If the Prowler locked onto the close left guy, I think it would have been a lot cleaner.
Was lurking through this area of the map earlier on.
What is that?
Still with 3 stars to play with.
Wow.
And hold on, he's able to get the spray down through the box.
Go him up. He actually can't be in here.
Tim versus Benkai.
Fucking
Stars drop
ant
down.
poison
That's a
in
great
the
smoke.
Yep.
No, I missed a kill because of the dogs.
He can force, but he knows where the positioning is for both of them now. C's is going to be grabbing onto it. Hadong has no audio cues in the mix. Quick little pop into the Astro form. It's going to be the smoke popped up now. Benkai playing so far back here. That's important.
What the fuck is that?
He's already got half. Hadong's just going to be sticking this.
Oh my god, there's no way.
Oh my god.
That's an
Gila, baru udah bagus banget. Ayo Jason.
Taking it in a straight up fight against Forsaken. And
Oh my god.
Play Benkai towards the end too.
Oh my god.
EDG
Oh my god.
are on a roll. This
Chaos
is so
banget,
impressive.
coy,
Look at that
yang
spray
ini.
transfer again. And something that Prx are so
Ini
good
loh
at
tuh
is
Jason.
trading each other out in those kind of
Almost
moments.
Jason.
You do not expect the Prx players to trade out and be on the worst side of that. They went 3 for 3 in that situation when normally they power through teams.
That's Edward Gaming's play style.
It certainly is.
They are always ready to trade out additional firepower right behind them. Even if 2 of their players go down, they're not scared to commit bodies into the fight. It's the thing that
Ketika mereka mau nembusin long, bahaya banget OP si Chamber sana.
And look how much Prx are having to focus on the A side right
Oh,
now.
they have Viper
Just
on this
thinking
map.
about
I
how
just
the conversation
realized.
works, it's only Forsaken prodding towards mid, being
So
that
they're-
lurk player.
Whoa.
Here comes Jingo with a showstopper, looking to try and clear things
Wah,
in.
Jinx.
What an amazing null command from Smoggy.
Yeah, completely. Just
Oh,
takes
nice
away the
try,
showstopper,
Jason.
and he still looks down the one angle at Art. Bit of a pop flash play as well, go around the corner.
Gila,
Might even
hektik
be trying for
banget,
seconds,
Cok.
but he bides his
Di-
time. Bit of patient play now. He's managed to push back the offensive.
Sumpah ya, tapi ininya gila banget.
EDG with a 4v3
OP
situation.
ini orang.
Oh, the tether.
I mean,
Information gain.
just
DI
all of the
too?
info about where Devi is playing.
Look at him. Up top on the
Completely
half
stuck.
wall. Device position is known. It has to jiggle it now.
Oh my
Gila,
god.
OP-nya gila banget. Gila banget boy.
That's a slow field drop down, of course.
Yeah, no, EDG's comp is actually really
I
good.
think Kangkang's making the agent just look absolutely unbelievable still.
Oh my
But it's to the
god,
end,
that
though.
was nice.
Slowly walking forward. There isn't
Nice one.
just there.
Nice
Damage.
fade.
Oh, it's done.
Hidupin.
Resurrect's
Nice
online, a bit of
one.
consideration before he lets it loose, but now down to that 2v1. Still time running low. An
Ketahuan. Oh enggak
Does
tipis.
disrupt this, but no stars to pull
Oh
off the
no,
plan.
they're not gonna look. They're not gonna look here.
No, not quite.
Oh nice. Untung ada yang satu yang
Social
lagi.
wants a default.
Oh, they're high load. Yeah, this is like unwinnable for him.
Akhirnya
It's a
menang.
high low.
Awas jadi sate.
The movement. It's a slight sidestep, a reload.
He's spraying.
Look how well Howdong is playing with the wallbang here.
Just trying to make sure he gets those stray bullets off. If he gets even one kill,
Cakep banget sama
smoke
mainnya
laid
tuh.
down, sprays it through 9 left in. The
Nice
clear.
one,
Eventually shut
Davai,
down,
finally.
a round on the board here for Prx.
Eventually able to make something happen. And the one slip up there for EDG
New
is
PC.
Kangkang hunting for duels that he doesn't
You're
necessarily need.
Ini
to
PC.
take a look at the replay. They played
I have
the
Anthem.
ult situation perfectly there. The swing from Chichu is
Ini gila sih.
exactly like
Ceteng.
uses his
Just like
showstopper.
walked across the house.
But
Gila.
Kangkang
I was
goes for
talking to
another
Kaide.
one of those big flick op kills, misses it that time, and allowed Devi an opportunity in to get his resurrect off.
Second timeout for Prx.
That's absurd.
Damn,
In the
Taylor's
first
using
half,
it all right now.
Both timeouts by the time you get to round 7, I think that shows the pressure actually. The
Scrambling potentially.
Mereka nggak ngomong ini kah? Time out ya benar-benar time out aja ya, nggak boleh ngomong ya?
No one really expects
Oh
us to,
hanya
you know,
coach
do
yang
this
boleh
on the
ngomong.
global stage.
Oke.
First time they're really playing against top competition, up against the finalists.
Maklum kita belum pernah ikut turnamen bosku.
It bears mentioning how much
Jadi
bigger
maklumin aja
Prx
bosku.
are as a team than anyone they've had to face so far. EDG have actually done a great job. They stomped their way through East Asia LCQ. They beat Northception, who went out in groups at
Gue mau lihat the
Copenhagen. That's
Bangkong.
pretty good. And they played against 4 other players in that LCQ that had been to a Masters event before. But the rest of the field
Champion.
was somewhat weak, somewhat untested. And this, though, is a totally different ball game.
How many times does each team have? I believe it's
Known quantities across the board, isn't it?
2 on
All being
each.
played, but-
No, is it 2 overall or 2 each side? I actually don't remember.
Had very much time to even prep Pearl. The LCQ
We were
team
like
should be
one of the
able to
teams that
advantage
didn't
on
pause
this
at all up
They
until
don't
like
look
the
like
last
it.
event that we played in.
Dia
Don't have much
I think it's 2 overall and then
EDG's
1
gonna be
per
under a ton of
OT.
pressure. You can see that despite being 5-1 up,
Oh,
that
dia
single
majuin, bro.
round that Prx have won has
Baru
put
udah dia
EDG
menang.
back
Damn, this guy's just pushing.
a thrifty.
Look at these liberties though that are being
Ada
taken.
yang
The fight has
tahu
been
dah.
dropped down in A main.
He gives 0 fucks.
And all the information being gained. Kankang's pushed so deep. They know that mid is relatively compromised.
They have a trap right here.
Oh my god, itu line up-nya bagus banget sih. Careful behind you, bro.
That's gonna be in the face though.
Oh, langsung. Oh, gue pikir Champiooonnnnnn bakal langsung barbar. Wah, ketahuan.
Are in control of this mid area. Spike just dropped down. It looks like they are starting to vacate back.
They hear them running away.
Through mid, still have control of it. Haven't broken the trademark just yet, but they know it's there. It's been in play for quite some time, and it's up to nobody.
Mati.
See if he can rattle off a couple of shots. The angle's lost it.
What?
Oh, what is that?
What the?
And Jing removed from the action.
Oh my god, Jing, sumpah 2 kali dia kayak gitu, so. Maksudnya kena kayak gitu 2 kali.
He reads the play from Kangkang, but can he read the second player coming from the same direction? Is there any hope here?
Sumpah itu sayang banget, bro.
Being able to get this round on the board, not after.
Tadi pas ulti juga ke A kayak gitu dia kena juga, maksudnya sial gitu loh. Kecil dia. Oh, nice motion.
And Prx pick up another one.
Okay.
Clean anti-eco, despite the best efforts of Kangkang.
Looks like the puzzles are working for Prx.
Already, Brent, we're seeing this.
Man, it's so scary the way that you have to
There's a big question for me.
Oh my gosh.
How were Edward Gaming
ribet so itu.
Top talent of international competition like this? They played against talented players before. They've shut down talented players, but when you're on the global stage, when you're
Let's go, Jason.
It all gets harder.
It gets much
So,
harder.
like, when they got pushed off art there and they knew they couldn't push up any further, and they decided that they wanted to go back through connector, it just feels so scary. Is it not? I swear that just looked scary. Like being an attacker doing that.
And that is just info for another.
Wait, he's just peeking.
Forsaken's under crazy pressure, and he has to rendezvous away.
Ooh,
this is fucking
nice
crazy.
one.
Smart enough to back away still.
Oh, yang ini loh, cok, sumpah bahaya banget. Ketahuan tuh.
Swarmed by multiple players.
Ketahuan tuh. Aduh.
But goes for the repeat. This guy is
crazy.
Just insane. Now the util dump onto the A side. Players working their way through. Got the crowd of the whole.
Nice one.
That does not look like fun at all.
Gonna be that 1-for-1 at the end of the day.
Oh, saya jambul. Oh, kepala awas. Nice one, Forsaken.
Forsaken's popping heads right now.
Over the wall.
This is an aimlabs workout.
Aimless workout.
Bit of distraction, no time for How to work his way
nice trade, Forsaken. Nice one. Mulai panas guys ya, mulai panas.
There's no way that he missed a shot, and then he got shot up, and then he decided that he wanted to go back and take another shot.
Take
That's
another
fucking
shot.
crazy.
Iyalah, itu sama-sama kepala doang tuh.
And really, it's the same kind of thing happening. Prx are being able to get onto the A side,
Nice
trade out
one, nice
effectively,
flick.
and play post plans with advantages.
That is the smallest mud spot I've ever seen.
So timeout for EDG. How do they want to address this?
Timeout
In
game.
reality, they've actually been pretty good at adjusting their defensive setups. Yeah. They've, for 5 rounds, what they were doing was working, so they had no need to shift it.
No,
Thrifty came in, Kangkang pushed B, that added a different flavor to the round. This time around, Kangkang was playing aggressively in mid off the back of nobody, and I thought that that was a good idea as well. They've identified that Forsaken is lurking through mid
Ayo, bisa.
and should be a
75.
Forsaken, though very intelligently playing around his rendezvous and Mind Freak's support, was not punished in the same kind of way that EDG wanted.
Exactly. Containing mid presence that was being showcased.
I think EDG now want to be playing aggressive on A. They tried it once. Off the back of Benkai using his Nightfall, nobody was able to get up aggressively, and Chichu got the...
Is that a printer tent? That's a printer right there,
That's the
yes.
kind of round that I want to see coming out from them again, actually, here. And they've got 3 players
I had to set it
stacked
up to print some important documents.
Something similar. However, this is the one time Prx go B, reading it after the timeout. What a gorgeous call by Alex or Benkai.
That's the trouble. The map is so big, honestly, that when you commit this many players over towards one of the extremities, one of the main positions, you're not going to be
Let's
able to
go.
help out the players who are locking down B.
Oh, lihat tuh cara pick mereka anjing.
Hang on, see what they can do. Teleport back. It is an off
Nice
angle.
Oh yeah,
one.
that's that angle.
I was lucky to get the one there.
Forsaken with an immediate trade.
How many bolts did
Pas kepala.
Slow orbs being sent through. Not many bullets left in the chamber of that one.
Wow, nice banget dah,
Just a quick tip tap there of the Vandal at
nice
play.
one, trade.
Okay, sidestep with the movement there. They're going to be smoking off the trade map, but Mindfreak here.
Tetap kena nggak sih? Itu just di tengah-tengah, Cok.
The answer's no.
Last flank.
with another opportunity for a
Itu mau lu smoke sekalipun, orang itu di tengah-tengah, Cok.
Chichu is actually the player left in the clutch.
Prx is warming up now.
He is so
Let's
confident in these kind
go.
of spots.
Guys, mulai panas nih, Butch. Long last, masih udah ketemu.
Massive health disadvantage.
Long last.
It's not exactly favoured. Snakebite sent into the back there of elbow.
Jedeng, mati nih
Isolate
mau
one of the
Ben.
fights, but this crossfire that's being set up by Prx, that's hard to break through.
Nice one, guys.
Able to take contact. There was going to be a swing there as well.
Let's go.
from Ben Guy, so
75.
very winnable for them, and so far
Viper
Prx,
drops orb, kills
a
Fade, doesn't he
heater
start Viper
after
from the same
burning
angle?
both their
I think he was just like in the moment where you kill someone, you look away to like go clear a different angle really fast.
Didn't get spotted.
Like, cause he re-looked back after he goes.
Thinking about how to IGL this round coming up, I'd be very tempted.
It just takes like a little bit to like realize,
Prx are unlikely
you know?
to hit B. I think that was the kind of strat that you pull out after an opponent timeout. You're going to go back to your default kind of setup now. So I want to see EDG react to this, and it looks like they're going for it again. Aggression towards A main as Jing also gets on the line early.
Double satchel play, flash over top.
Gila,
That's
tiga-tiganya
done a
coba flash.
multitude of targets, but this Viper in the way. It's going to offset that aggression
Ayo,
once
per second,
more.
one by
What else
one.
is going on?
Almost a bit of anti-synergy there as well, stuck by Chichu's own
Oh,
wall.
Hacking has to respect the smoke being pulled back as well. Wasn't certain of the positioning, no longer could hold that angle safely.
But there are 4
Padahal
players
dia
here
ngitungin
stacking
itu,
for
Cok.
EDG.
Gua mikir,
They
ini
know
loh
this is
yang
going to
slipan
be an
ini.
A commit.
Sini tuh ada waktunya supaya itu atau nggak atau dituntut.
Honestly,
Tak gua sambil mikir nih.
sacrifice of mid control, isn't it?
Oh,
Unfortunate.
that would have been nice if they
Prx were hoping, I think, to just avoid it.
yeah, if they avoided it, that would have been really nice.
Continuous information at the 55-second mark that Prx still have players towards A. If you're planning to pivot into a B hit, I don't think there'd be any reason for you to still be in this area. I think that's good info that EDG can keep 3-4 players here. These star setups are really cool from Mindfreak.
Yeah, everything being dropped down, but not enough done before ahead of the time.
I think
Trying to
they're-
burn down a bit of the Viper's fuel, so that orb is
I think they're gonna clear Forsaken.
Late lurk there through Art.
The question is, which do EDG commit to? Do they stop the site hit or the lurk?
He cleared it.
Wah,
Taking a
timing.
fight right to them once more. The fight is going to be shut down. It's
Nice,
going to be a
Ben,
resurrect in play.
You
Ben
got
Guy's
it, you got
making
it.
sure that he shuts that down, holds it down
Fancy.
still.
Nice one.
Spike has to get planted
Yes,
now with 11
can
seconds onto the
fly.
clock, and Mindfreak was
bomb.
capable as well of watching just a deeper position that was being pushed up on.
Kalau itu transfer free, GG
Oh,
banget tuh
Jing.
tidak baik.
Positioning gained from the haunt.
And Jing does not let him get away with anything. Prx have tied it up after being down
Oke,
5
75,
rounds in a
75,
row.
75.
This comeback has been nothing short of excellent and exactly what you would expect.
Ini wah.
That was
gila
actually
banget.
really unlucky for Smoggy because if he flashed like a millisecond sooner, he would have blinded Forsaken and stayed alive.
Benar.
When we had interviews with
Jason.
coming into this, they talked about
Keluar
the fact
banget
that
tuh
they would probably
Indo ya
be
tuh.
nervous in this first game.
Wow,
Getting onto
gila
a
bener kayak.
round
Ayo
win
kita
streak
playing
is massive.
turnamen for fun.
The fuck?
And now
Alvin and the
some of that
Chipmunks?
momentum taken
Wow, 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 wow,
Stars in
wow.
play.
They're pushing, guys.
Oh, it's
Oh
an
my god.
entire cluster of bodies
Iko loh
going
ini.
to the top side of B.
Iko loh
What is
ini.
happening with the
Utility
audio?
just being tossed out to the side. Smoggy's in a world of hurt right now. Nate
Nice
down
one.
to his feet, vulnerable.
Wah,
On
gila
top of it,
itu
but
nobody.
tuh
Still with the
Marshallnya.
Marshall in his hands, holding for a bit of a wide swing on top of it. This is particularly dangerous
Yang
now.
lain.
all of these
He
rounds
goes into the smoke.
to the wire
Right inside of the smoke.
with a Marshall.
I mean,
1,
close.
2, 3.
Taken is low enough now, and the body
Nggak
shot
bisa
might be
tetap
enough to do it.
sedekat
No.
itu. Heavy hockey ya
finds
itu bisa.
his target.
Free Vandal.
But a gun has been acquired. Chichu working his way out of back, and this guy, he is a clutcher. He's known for it. Spike planted. Mindfreak tries to take the fight as well. Down to that one.
I think Forsaken has a pretty good chance at winning this.
Ya benar.
Unless Chicho,
Forsaken
unless he
posisinya harus.
wallbangs him.
Oh my god, dia rela ngebuang itu, bro.
Oh,
Want to try and get in the pit early if possible.
He has to,
Wah,
but just far too slow.
gila.
And that's going to be the 6th round
here
for
Edward Gaming.
I actually didn't realize the Viper had ult.
Too consistent.
I didn't look for it.
Great decision making as well to isolate the angles of which a fight could be taken with the Viper's mollies.
Yeah, that was well played.
Oke, 1 lawan 1 itu tetap harus menjadi kita menangin round. Wah, ini gila sih Marshall-nya.
Oh.
And then Shao,
Ini
Scary,
gila,
big
ceprek.
names of the clutches. And
You guys are all playing stretch. They're in the meta.
Within East Asia. That is the momentum you need to give you some hope heading into the final round, into the next half.
The fuck is going on?
Put a 7-5 together here.
Is
Red Bull clutch.
What?
To start things for them.
What?
Both chambers with the tour de force. It looks like Prx might be faking a bit of B control right now. The spike's still in top mid. I don't think this is going to be a commitment over towards B. The idea just being to pull the EDG players around. Still 3 of them looking to anchor A. Not biting on it just yet.
Still that presence from Prx as well as they're just poking and prodding into the mid area, hoping for players to be working their way
Si chamber mereka tuh bahaya untuk
made an attempt. Okay, well, Nightfall's going to be coming through. That does force out the null command.
Oh, I think King is gonna get killed here.
Hampir 5-5. What?
Wait, he's quick switching with it.
Tour de force. Players dropping like flies.
Wah, gila bisa jadi 1
Wait,
itu
does it quick
5-5.
switch faster? Like,
finally,
oh my god.
A bit of an exchange there. Bullet for the rocket.
Wait, I just realized because it pulls out faster.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Come on, Mind Freak.
Now in a 1v1 against Howdon.
The king of clutch.
The
King of
IGL.
clutch.
Yeah, I feel like you just shoot really fast without quick switching.
So incredible at Copenhagen.
Oh shit.
Is he able to pull out magic again?
Stars available that obviously does not want to go into astral form. Howdon does have his own ult, and that's going to be the wall dropped.
Gila, rela buang ulti terus, Cok. Ini berdua nih.
But it is mind games on mind games right now between both of these players. How do they want to take it?
You do not want to be playing mind games against Mind Freak.
No.
Oh wait,
Star as well
does Howdon? He might know.
The star on the spike.
I think he knows. I think he knows.
Here, I think, for the post plan.
He knows.
Howdon is still looking towards C.
Oh,
He's got the right read if only he
the
commits.
timing.
And now onto the spike.
Nice.
Mind Freak has played that.
Lihat penontonnya udah ada yang teriak, Cok.
To finalize this half, and it's evened up for Edward Gaming and Prx.
Nice. Bisa 6-6. Let's go.
Outlandish stuff that we've witnessed here, and a Red Bull.
This play is amazing.
This is a 1v4 clutch.
Right back into it for
Technically, because the KO was
Oh,
alive.
itu nice banget.
Perfect movement.
And Mind Freak managing to get the clutch on the end.
Apa aja? Gila, replaynya gitu banget. Let's go.
The watch party back in Singapore.
Watch party in Singapore. Apa? Anjir, tadi kita lihat ada yang komen apa juga.
Thank
fucking
you very much,
audio.
Brent and Saisha, I'm back here with Mimi and Achilles.
Oh my
None of us are disappointed, are we?
It's everything
Panas
I
bos,
could
ini
want
panas
for.
makin
Okay,
panas
I'll
bos.
run the ad right now so it doesn't run.
Here at the end of it. It's just been action-packed the whole way throughout. Incredible clutches coming through as well.
But he is a crazy player. You know how crazy he is. Do you feel like he went as crazy as he normally does?
Yes, and in some regards, a little bit more crazy than he did in the LCQ. This guy will just re-peak angles that you think nobody should mess with, and he will come up with value more often than not. He's nuts.
Yeah, there was so much trust put in him in that first half. He was so often alone towards the B side of the map. The sets were really cool from Edward Gaming, but I'm interested in what we're going to see into this second half, because again, there's been 2 solutions to this map. One for Edward Gaming has been that Astra Viper composition into this second half, because again, there's been 2 solutions to this map. One for Edward Gaming has been that Astra Viper composition, which I think can really thrive on this defensive side.
How long are the intermission? How long are the half times normally?
Because when you're lacking that save,
Is it a minute or 2
it's
minutes?
really hard to hit into. It makes you have to have an added element of complexity. It makes you have to
So
lean
2
into
minutes, 2
these
minutes.
splits, which for Prx they weren't really doing. With that sage, they could just be super execution heavy. So on this attack, we're gonna need to see something different from EDG.
I want to see the Viper Wars, what they can do with the Viper.
Keyboard
But I also
miring
think
tuh, anak
that
warnet
I know
emang.
Achilles, you are kind of
Tuh,
one
keyboard
short
miring.
6 rounds would be enough for them.
Wah,
as
ini
we
siapa
watch him.
Davai?
So I'm just gonna be watch fighting by myself because I have a bad time like I can't focus on a match
Stride and whatnot, they managed to bring it back,
and
you know,
at the same
close out
time
that
as I'm like
attacking
in a
half
call with a
relatively
bunch of
well,
people.
you know, considering how
It's like
everything started,
actually
but
impossible
I
for
think they
me.
still have their work cut out for them.
For me
Yeah,
to
I
like,
think the Fade race is going to be really good on this defensive
for me
side.
to like
Prx is great
actually
at those
watch the
combos.
match
Well,
and
let's
like
jump back
see
into the game.
stuff.
I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
For the most part, I have
Brandon's
to like
first shot
be able to like think.
Certainly been shaping up to be an excellent series. 6-6 here. It feels like Prx as well have wrangled back control, at least of the momentum
Let's go,
of
let's
the,
go, let's
of the
go.
map.
I think so much of it can still shift on this pistol round, honestly.
Absolutely.
And Kang, I said he normally has.
Kang.
Like for me, I try to keep it. If I'm doing a watch party, I'll keep it like 95% on the game.
Over a kill per round by a long shot
Kita lihat nih.
in that first
Edgar.
half. And he's going to be required to
Wala langsung
open things
control
up
match
here.
sih.
You don't want to put too much of the pressure on your substitute Smoggy.
What he's going to be facing.
Okay, he's
Might
falling
potentially
back.
kicking off in hard as well. In fact, yep, the players,
Oh
they
my
want to
God.
take it.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
They're afraid
nice
of any
one.
sort of aggression from both of these teams. It's very
They're
close.
all fighting for mid.
Nice
So look at
one.
this, still. Double doors
Nice
locked down. It's gonna be a
Oh,
one.
they have the
triple
spike
face,
though.
as well as the players
Gagal
that
ya
just
udah guys ya
swing out
control
again.
mid. Cuman B-nya bisa masuk
Good
sih ini.
control of it.
That's,
No one
that's all
carrying
5
B.
players from Prx fighting in mid.
Yeah.
Way
I
more
don't
than
think you can walk
EDG
around
were
those.
expecting to have to deal with.
Yeah, you
And
can't.
any reactive play into B off the back of the Viper wall doesn't have the spike. I mean, there's just nothing to be done here. Prx
Gila
are
jauh banget
all
sebenarnya.
over it.
Oh, spike-nya di mereka.
Chichu's going to have to be able to pick off Benkai.
Nah,
Just
setelah
to
satu
start this one.
Benkai.
It has to start here, doesn't it?
This.
Kider mati.
Yeah.
Ya, itu
Benkai is
susah
holding
banget sih.
means that, yeah, all up to Kang. With 40 seconds left, they should know the positioning as well, I believe. Trademark was.
Wait, Kang's chewing gum right now. Maybe that's the key.
Yeah, chewing gum. Ya,
Should I go to
lagi
gas
makan
station and
karet
buy
deh.
myself some gum after this?
You don't even mind losing
If he hits a shot, I'm gonna go buy gum.
where the guy is.
Ooh.
Forsaken's on an off angle.
What brand?
Yeah, needs to be safe hands though. Shots are actually being missed here, but.
Ayo,
a lot of
Tens.
time on the clock.
Gimana buat?
What
Let's go.
incredible
Di
patience
T-back,
there from the rest of
bro.
They bled Kang
Gila, cok. Benkai main T-back,
I'll go buy one of every brand. I need to figure out which gum has its powers.
And that, I think, is one of the big differences between these teams actually. Is that Prx
Ribet ini
have all
cok,
of
chat
that
hands.
experience
Dia taruhan
to
anjir,
just
mampus.
learn when the aggression needs to be tempered heavily.
Wih.
Having said that, EDG have been pretty good
Anjir,
at it
claim
so
no
far
use
this
of
map.
your drop.
But they're gonna get
Let's chat
tested on the
C.
attack
My
side,
drop.
especially now that Prx
Connect
have
your
taken
game
the lead
account
for the
to
first
receive
time in
them.
the series.
Anjir.
This is where you
Apa ini
start to
cok,
see
Clem?
them snowball that lead a little bit further.
Bentar,
I
bentar,
really
bentar.
want to see how Forsaken
I'm gonna
plays.
This
check
is so fast.
what is this.
Edward Gaming have found out what
Please. Connect, oh connect rate, anjir. Gue dapat gift aja. Authorize. Okay, and then what happened? I'm gonna. Gue dapat apa tadi yang klaimnya?
It's up to Chichu, who's obviously getting this late lurk in, but with the spike drop down, inevitable in terms of the round. At this point, you're just thinking about what to do next on your buy.
What I got from drop,
Is
bro?
there a sage wall here?
You can chat
What is-
in.
What is that on the map? There's a fucking sage wall here.
I don't know. Nah, kita balikin lagi lah. Gua nggak tahu anjir tadi dapat apa.
Chichu would have to pull off a 1v5 to win this round.
He fucking jinked.
Oh, anjing, it's okay. Let's go Prx. Let's go
Is
Prx.
one of the big things that Prx are missing on their attack.
Prx.
It allows EDG to pick rounds where they can try and lurk somebody up, be long, or put the whole team contacting up behind the Viper wall there as well. And so this looks like it's just going to be the same wall being
Edward
thrown every
Gaming
time.
did not drop
And if they
single
can't
map.
flex
Yeah,
their
they
teams
didn't
to
drop a
response
single
to the rest
map.
of the map,
Oh
that's
my
Haldong's
God.
responsibility.
This is the buy round now.
And a pretty healthy bonus for Prx too. Forsaken going to invest an operator similarly to Kanka on the defensive side and playing it in the exact same spot.
Yeah, slow orb off towards that choke point just to make sure that they can set up Forsaken. It's a very deep position being played as well. So far, early days for Edward Gaming. In fact,
They
teams
get
are willing to
so
give a lot of
aggressive.
respect in mid, it seems.
Gila.
Look at the two
Ini makin maju nih. Nih maju.
Dude,
Nih
look
pushing
at the
lagi.
amount of info that.
I mean,
Gila.
Jing is just getting
Oh wait,
monstrous
Forsaken fell.
information.
Oke,
And only pays for it
kelihatan.
with a single wallbang bullet.
Like
Masih
look
bisa
at
balik,
how
masih
much
satu menit.
info he has. Just because you do it in phases. So the first phase is you get up to here. If you're not getting contested, they're not throwing like the like a Asher smoke to cross. Then
gila, yang
you can push up
gitu,
and you just get this deep angle. You get a pick if they arrive there and you CP away. But then you're able to like over rotate towards like mid connector or A, however you see it.
Awas artnya. Gila. Lihat control midnya. Oke, yang dua mundur. Kasih masuk artnya. Yang penting ada jaga satu, patahan. Oke, udah masuk ke apa? Garden. Oh my god. They got one.
This is a really scary site to plant on. Oh, Jing missed the nade. That's unlucky. What is this site, man?
Oke, dapat satu. Nice one. Satu lagi. Ayo. Mereka belum ngeplan. Playtime.
Okay, what is this site?
Wah.
Oh my gosh, you're so close to spamming. Dude, okay, this site. Okay.
How about you?
This site is the worst, in my opinion. A site is just awful.
Yeah, benar.
Did you see that?
Itu bencana banget.
Like that's a fiesta.
When the fast plays don't work, and you heard about it in the interview that Yinsu and Mimi were doing earlier.
Okay, after watching it, B site looks playable. A site looks awful.
And they did here. They faked a mid doors push, immediately rotated everybody quickly through R.
Emosi mereka, Cok.
Let's
go, boy.
But then, if you're playing Brim, how the fuck do you get across on this Opper here? Because the main thing why Asher's being played so much is because you're able to pull back the smoke, and then you get your ward back after a little bit. But it's like a small smoke that will let you cross to the headshot angle. The headshot angle is really favorable.
They're trying to play. Aduh, per second cuma pakai ini lagi Marshall lagi. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Tries to get the spray down for the 2K, but eventually he's going to be shut down. But it has pulled players from Prx on the defensive side.
Di Prx tuh kelihatan ya kayak Prx tuh Prx for second tuh bukan kunci. Jadi kalau mereka mati tuh mereka masih tetap PD gitu. Jadi keren sih. Semuanya rata. Punya tim kayak gitu tuh seru.
Going 1-for-1 with the chamber does benefit EDG. Pumping the brakes here is a gorgeous call from Haldong. It's going to allow him to work off the Viper wall and deny information, especially with that trademark going missing.
I see the value of Viper on this map though, because Viper, I feel like with Viper you could do some really like good retake walls and such, and on attack side you can also do. Does Benkai run through this?
Oh my god, that was his hands up.
Oh,
wah, ding, Cok.
He dinked him.
Jing.
Nobody's holding it. Oh. Oh, Jing.
Oh, that is impeccable.
Jing. Wah, itu kayak gua tuh belum mati udah PD. Wah, timing banget aja.
And that allows him to deny the sage wall as well.
Mind free blocked off.
17 health. No shot. He manages to pull off another clutch like he did in the first half.
He's pretty much just already given it up. No attempts to
ketahuan.
just seeing if he can take the guns away. Not even getting that though.
Tied up now.
Away and save his own rifle in the play of things. 8-8 is going to be the scoreline here. Edward Gaming, and I gotta say, I think this is a beautiful time to highlight it, Josh. Here, Edward Gaming.
I'm putting my legs up. Yeah, this is my comfy position. Putting my legs up.
Ini sayang banget, Jing.
I wonder if it would have been good to nade like the front pillar.
Udah geser tuh
I mean,
tangannya.
it's hindsight, but like I wonder what are the most optimal ways to throw like a raise nade on Pearl.
Powerful banget. Kalau gue tuh kayak, udah biar ini gitu kadang.
Managing to find opportunities to outplay them. This is dead even currently.
I really want to see.
They shouldn't have had a lot of time to prep on this map on Pearl. It's the opener for us. And
wait, Kang uses a Phantom.
Usually a bit of a tip tap there to right. Supplemented with the help of his teammates. Nade over the top. And a satchel. We use Jing, of course.
Nice banget, Jing. Nice banget, Jing.
Jing activities.
Oh, kenapa, Cok? Per second loncat-loncat, Cok.
Still safe hands apparently with the sheriff in his hands. This is a half by a reminder. Prx are quick to answer back.
Oh, but they got a bomb. Enggak dapat sih, masih ini. Cuman takut untuk lawan nggak tuh? Oh itu temennya. Di 3 vs 2, gila demi mengambil sebuah bom.
Oh, Jing might just ult right now.
What? Nice one. Nice banget. Main 1-2-nya ngeri banget. Ngeri. 1-2-nya gila keren. Ya itu dia. Itu yang harus dipelajarin. Opening tadi jangan panik.
Jing literally did that I don't give a fuck peek.
1-2-nya cakep tuh. Nice banget Davai. Lihat 1-2-nya. Ting. Let's go. They always fun. That's make game tuh gak tertekan tuh. Keren. Ini menang GG banget sih.
It feels like they were only just off the stage, Prx.
Let's go.
It's gotta be scratched. Prx as well.
Ayo putar. Oke, sama-sama gak ada timeout lagi ya.
Now they are in, I would argue, the toughest group that we have here at Champions. Especially if EDG is going to be playing like this. And it's going to make for some fantastic games. But it's also going to test Prx. Nobody is safe in groups like this.
I don't think so. Not when you're Champions, obviously 16 teams all coming together.
Bristling with skill.
Capstone of the year, isn't it?
It really is. And at the moment, Prx managing to take that thrifty and spin what should have been a 9-8 lead for EDG into their favor, pushing EDG back onto a thrifty of their own. So in effect, that's a 2-round swing right there.
It's massive.
They got the double guardian.
In the VOD reviews, and it's that pivotal round that changes the entire map.
You can argue that's a 3-round swing. It goes from 9-8 to probably 8-10, as long as Prx are able to stop thrifty on the other side of things. We haven't really seen this Viper wall getting a ton of value. Maybe this is one of the rounds, but the trademark.
Motongnya gitu.
That's gonna be.
Oh,
nice one, Jinx.
Wait, did you fucking see that? This guy went airborne.
Ngeri.
AC 130.
Ngeri.
Immediately.
Ngeri Jinx.
Yeah, I am speechless at that one. But that's the kind of preparation, obviously, that
Ngeri
you come
bet,
into a map like this with when you are Prx. Had all the time in the world off the back of Copenhagen to think about how you wanted to handle this map.
Benkai did say at the end of Copenhagen, we're always going to keep
I wonder if he's going to be
still going to be playing aggressive.
Ngeding.
That was a Prx.
Ding. Nice one, Jinx.
Jing.
Nice one per second.
Oh, Jing's going for this one.
Nice one, bro. Be clear. We got a bomb. Pasti gitu. Go. Come. We got a bomb. We got a bomb. Whoop. Ayo, lastnya udah ketahuan di ramps. Davai dapat. Kedeng. Wah, gila Davai. Wop. Jangan dipaksain. Nah, gitu. Gila, aim mereka sih horror banget ya. Aim gaib semua.
Show me that replay and try it in your own ranked games.
Wow.
Nice, Jing.
Dude, he almost got 2 with that.
Dia hampir dapat.
You could easily get 3 with a setup like that. And it makes the Viper wall. It kind of uses
Come on, Jason. Gila, Jason langsung taunting mulu, so Indonesia banget, so.
Choosing not to commit it over on B.
Looks like a faster play though. That's gonna be no command and that nightfall scatters through.
Come. Wah, dia nggak tahu. Wow. 4 seconds.
Yeah, that's unfortunate on Forsaken side. It is really good for him to push there because he knows he's getting split, and if you push that side, you're fighting like the weaker side, obviously.
Oh, kawan satu. Wah, nice.
more than done with the Resurrect online. It's now the 3v2. Have to play inside of this pit.
Geding.
Oh. Stray bullets coming through. Chichudo now he's repositioning, moving his way through.
Kalau 1-1 maju dikit. Bakalan kelar. Tap dulu nggak sih? Ya ampun, tinggal sisa 10 tuh udaranya. Wow. Iya, emang susah sih. Pertama enak, coba bisa lihat bayangan. Beneran susah itu.
Yeah, I know, Eric. That was ridiculous.
Doesn't matter if Chichu is in a 2v3 with 10 HP. One bullet, I think, was all that he had.
Dude, 2 bullets.
Oh.
But that is the final bullet in the clip.
Gemes banget ya.
I'm always a Prx fan / enjoyer, but I'm really excited to see what more EDG has, because dude, their players are pretty insane. They're also quite exciting to watch.
EDG don't want to go towards B because of the trap plays, because of the trademark.
Do you like him?
Almost punished there.
Oh no, he didn't. I thought he did.
Love this Viper smoke as well. All of the Viper utility being used in
Yeah, that Viper smoke is actually really good.
And if you use the trademark on B long, it's not there at mid doors, and that is what EDG have decided to give it towards.
Nice trade, one more. Ketarik.
Still needs to be taken. Mindfreak with that pull. Vulnerability, I think, onto Chichu.
Nice kau. Salah kau kalau ngepikir
Mindfreak's
gitu.
playing a masterful game right now.
Those are the kind of fights that EDG winning.
Mindfreak sakit banget ini.
Where they just force the battle, but Prx good enough to punish them for it. And now Prx have infiltrated everywhere. Jing, Benkai, all the way into the attacker's spawn.
Yeah, this is chaos. Chaos just being sowed.
But that's the
mereka retake ya, mau retake B.
They thrive in the chaos.
No charges.
Want to try and reclear because obviously they're wondering, okay, are they on A, are they on B, are they in mid?
Haidong has a timing. Haidong has a timing to be able to
Okay.
get his plant down. And
He has a plant for heaven.
Plan B.
Dude, if Smoggy times like a pop flash, or he just gets a kill on the stage, that'd be really nice.
Come on, Davai. Come on, Davai.
Oh no!
Nice timing, man.
I'm wondering now. I think Davai is aware. I think he might have just seen the edge of his model. Double satchel play across.
Jing?
Tip tap there. Reset of the aim is good enough, but he is being flanked.
Itu Jing bukannya kayak maju salah-salan ya?
Oh,
Nyari
he went lower.
Davai actually going for the wall to try and lock off one of the angles. It's a double face.
Nice one.
Does win out that fight, and now this wall is causing all sorts of issues. Eventually, will fade away, but the spike is
There, mati. Nice one, Prx.
Mindfreak, this guy is a demon.
Bisa 12
he went
9.
off the left side of the elbow.
About Mindfreak's performance from Copenhagen, honestly, Brian. Mindfreak had poor performances at the global level for every LAN that he'd been to before Copenhagen.
They literally funneled him onto the right side.
Talking about how much more seriously he was taking
Nyari apa, Mah?
Valorant performance, and I don't think it
Ada
was
nggak?
a one-off. I think Mindfreak's incredible play towards Copenhagen seems
Tadi
to
yang
be
3
replicating itself
sampai
again in this map. He's kept up that pace magnificently with a 4K in that round, the ult to clutch things as well. Prx are dragging a lead, kicking and screaming away from EDG. If they're able to put away this anti-eco.
The pop flash! Oh, Jing!
Down with the Vandals. Prx. They are going to be winning this one out. The reset of the aim. Benkai. We need a bit of help surely from the rest of his team.
He's 1 HP. Do they get him? Yeah, they do.
Hopping away, but not quite. Warbang takes him out. 2v2 and a fast flank from Defy right behind them.
No way they think Device here this fast.
The Prx players are flanking instantly on a map this large.
You don't anticipate it.
No, there's no way.
Time has been played off, but he has slowed it down. He's not going to be taking the fight to them. Just wants to try and contain.
There's a lot of discipline for Forsaken.
Okay, so they know where Forsaken is?
Oh. Force out these angles. That is the 1-for-1 fight.
Oh my god.
Missed the whip.
Oh.
From the bullet, Chichu.
That is tragic.
An important round as well.
No, it's one of those things where like your trigger discipline, you shoot to like preemptively. That's just unfortunate. It happens.
Chichu is so comfortable in these clutch positions, but that never
Dude,
should have been given to him.
Forsaken swung,
He
holy
baited
shit.
out a swing from Defy and just dodged at the perfect moment to throw him off.
Yeah.
And can't pop off.
Let's go.
Go get it, my son.
Wah, menang
Global
3-3.
stage. Why not?
Seru nih.
The finalists of Copenhagen getting brought to round 22 here, and you still couldn't call it. Prx gathering all of their
what was that orb?
Mid, expecting to go for
Oh, is an orb for heaven? Or am I fucking crazy?
Poor players into B.
Wait.
It's a fast play. Star still being
Oh, mereka main 2 smoke loh. Gue baru sadar. Nice banget.
Nobody killed the AI.
The players lit up
Wah.
like a Christmas tree.
One terus. Nice one. Stinger. Tadi tuh cicit Pak, berarti keset ya Pak.
Causing all sorts of mischief in the play. Nobody sprays him. That's 4 kills in it for him now. 18 bullets in the clip. Position going to be revealed. This is a warbanger.
Oh.
The horn didn't reach.
It didn't, but he's still.
Oh my god. Nobody's ace.
Device should be favored.
No, dude. This is Devi wins this one. Devi wins this one. He's literally a 1 bullet. And Devi knows exactly where he is.
30 seconds left.
Yeah.
One shot will do it. One shot is all it takes for Devi.
I wonder if nobody didn't like give away his position with that eye. I really wonder if Devi would have known he was there.
12-10 the lead here for Prx. And the fast play, this is one of the first rounds where we've seen EDG go for a fast play. And it did get countered. Nobody did a great job of being able to bring it back into a 1v1, but the haunt through the Viper wall, how quickly Prx were reinforcing those B-side anchors. They had the read.
Just a slight miss on that protocol, I think, of who should be destroying the utility that comes through. But again, another fast play is being made. That's
what's happening?
What the fuck?
What's going on?
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Who coming out on top? But now they have to deal with this one.
Oh,
ketahuan.
Someone cleared it. Someone cleared it.
Either his feet giving him away or what? I'm not too sure.
Go other side. Go other side.
This guy has been capable of real scenes before. But believe in him. You can have a
damn, that was hyper aware to clear that.
They've left Chichu here to cut off the rotate.
They're going to be hearing this.
But what happens in a 1v3 is that Mindfreak is actually given this opportunity to make it a 1v2.
Okay, Mindfreak won a 1v4, so.
Doesn't
I like
even think
you.
about it. Chichu's gamble pays off. 11-12, 1 away from overtime. And what a bizarre round that was, Brent. And it knocks the Prx economy back down onto a rough buy. Look at how this one played out. They faked the nightfall into A.
Kalau dapat 2 menang.
Prx decide to push into mid, anticipate. There can't be that many players in mid if they're nightfalling A. And instead, everyone from EDG is ready to collect the crunch. What a massive advantage EDG.
Is this gonna be OT game?
No. Jangan sampai OT.
Huge economic advantage. This should be an OT map.
It really should.
Yeah. Okay.
Expectations out the window.
Oh, Forsaken's gonna get his ult. Dude, as soon as they know Forsaken has his ult, I wonder if they're gonna speed up. Because they know he didn't grab it on this side. He grabbed it on the other side. And they probably used a bunch of util to like make sure he could grab the ulti.
Only Howdong towards mid. And Prx has been getting aggressive. So I like this passive positioning. He dodges the Prowler as well. And now, as the IGL, telling the rest of his team to fake with the Haunt over towards B and actually bring their players back. Look at how aggressive Prx
Hit to scratch his nose.
Mid
round.
Wah, gila, dia bisa dekat itu.
Timing is absolutely everything here. Right in their faces.
Oh my god.
Taken, and of course your favorite there with a stinger. Bit of an exchange of weapons as well onto the ground.
Ketahuan
It's
di
going to be
satu.
an upgrade for
Wah,
Benkai. There with the C's, but at the end of the day, they do have that positioning, and time is running so low now. Down to 40 seconds.
And look how Prx go from being
that play from Prx on the mid
to abandoning it completely. They can play with the time, with the player advantage. And EDG, you have to worry about all of these spots. They had everything to bring this
does
to
he have
OT.
wall still? He still has wall. I think this is his map.
Turned on its head, it feels like, but with the Viper split down, there is a potential opportunity. Tap of the spike, but time is running so low on top of this, and Forsaken, that tour de force from earlier. Well, it's coming in handy.
Yeah.
Spike dropped outside of the pit, you can pick it up, you can try and plan it, but your position, it is known.
Look at that, bro.
Absolutely everywhere, and there is not enough time on the clock. You are in quite a pickle, young man.
Oh no.
13-11, that is the scoreline, Benkai can't believe it.
It is Prx that managed to come away with the win on Pearl. but I gotta say, this was a smart pick from EDG. We'll only tell as the tournament goes on whether it's them that are good on the map, or Prx maybe, you know, aren't as comfortable, but I was not expecting map 1 to be this close between these two
this was a close-ass map 1.
That they have the talent and the
Okay, I want to see EDG on a map, like, because I've always thought like the first tournament where like the first map. Sorry, when a new map is released, the first map of the tournament always is like really hard to gauge because like some teams are like super prepared, some teams aren't. So like, I wonder if EDG picked Pearl because they saw themselves as underdogs and they need to like get a cheese map out, because sometimes people do think like that. But I'm curious to see how they play on like a map like Icebox, for example, because that map been out for forever.
The series still go to distance, obviously, in this best of 3. Our opener here for Champs.
Yeah, but first game ever, but also like Prx is a team that you have to respect. So that I wonder where EDG ranks himself or like values himself. So like, do they see themselves as an underdog? Because it can also be like a thing of confidence. Like if you see yourself as like, oh, like we're better than these guys, like you watch their VOD and stuff, you'll naturally just play better when you're like more confident, but not overly confident where you're going kind of stupid. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ask Kaide if she wants anything food wise. Be right back.
Alright, then. Let's play that match, guys. Salah. Nah. Kembali menunggu ya kak sih. Let's play that match.
Match found.
Aduh, salah. Ayolah live lagi. Oh my god, this girl benar-benar endurance banget soalnya. Banyak banget itu duitnya. Duitnya gitu. Kayla, oh Kayla, itu lagu-lagu dari Mona tuh. Okay, let's go.
Tell you what, a day working the farm would do these fellas good. Fight! Time to mobilize my pack.
Belakang gua.
Sleep tight. One less.
Oh shit. Disampain gak?
Enough. That's 3. Four down. Dominating. Fireboy's gone.
8 kali doang, ya ampun. Shit, man. Aduh. Pandal loh padahal, ngeding. Udah nge-wave. Saya gua kelilipan.
Brimstone down.
No.
That's 3.
Sakit banget tuh.
Buried.
Wah, sumpah Vipernya.
One down. Brimstone down. That's 3.
10 kills remaining.
4 down.
Dominating.
Dua orang.
Finished.
My God.
5 kills remaining.
Gila Vipernya jago. 20 bro. Just need to kill 3 kill again. Thank you so far.
One kill remaining.
Last one.
Mampus Vipernya. Emang sakit banget sih Viper.
Can't bother me again.
Whips. Angelina Sandy. Oh no. Ditonton tukang carry guys. Tereng. Nah kita gila. Saya kan lagi ini cok. Lagi apa sih Streamlabs.
What he chose. I don't think that's necessarily fair, but we see some of those moments. We see that aggression, but we also see these really tempered setups
My
from
God.
Prx. But one of the most exciting things about this game is, despite the changes to Chamber, we again had a crazy Chamber head-to-head. Forsaken was very much kind of defined by this role in the past, and I really love the way he played that agent on this map, particularly on the attacks. It's similar to Prx on Haven, where his lurks do a ton to set his team up.
The first bloods as well.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to dive in for.
To set his team up.
The first bloods as well.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to dive in for. You know, Kong loves to get aggressive, especially whether it doesn't really matter if he's playing on attack or defense. He loves to go push an angle. He knows, okay, I've got a little bit less room to work with now that my TP range is reduced, but he's still making it work and he's still managing to come up with huge value for his team.
Yeah, and on that defensive side for Kong, there's a lot of weight being put on him because he is very often that sole anchor towards the B side of the map, holding that space down completely alone, generally putting putting his trademark towards one side, sometimes mid or sometimes towards
Kok
B, and
ini
varying
banget?
his setup. So you have to be performant. You have to be getting those first bloods, getting out, setting your team up for the retake, and he did a very good job at it.
Yeah, let's talk about the next map now. Familiar territory. Finally, we've seen Pearl.
Yes.
It's time for us to move on to map
Thank
2,
you.
which is Icebox, and this
Siapa ini?
is
Oh, Bang
Prx's
Herman.
pick. I do just want to quickly talk about
Anjay.
Smoggy because obviously he's standing in today for EDG. He has played Jet Achilles. Are you expecting him to just slot in what Life would have played him?
Pitch
Like I
dong.
said, that's his all-time. If you look at it, that's his all-time
nonton
most
Tens.
played. But it has been a considerable amount of time since he's been
nonton
playing it.
Tens.
He's been
Uh-oh.
going for a bit more of that kind of
Yo.
hyper.
So the thing is with,
smoke
I always
spike,
wonder
fade,
this.
etc. I'd be really curious.
When you have a sub player, do you ever practice with them or no? Or do they join in on your practice? I don't. Because Smoggy is a signed player. Yeah, July. He joined in July. So he's been on the... Oh. He's been on the team for a month. Okay. But then they have another sub right here. I guess it's not really. They're not. Okay, never mind. I thought for a second they were running like a six-man roster for a second, but no, it's different from that.
Oke. Aduh, Forsaken tadi pakai apa ya? Belum tampilin ya. Gua ngeliat chat lagi.
Belum. Oke. Nah itu dia Forsaken pakai jet.
Ini jet apa? Jet mapnya Prx ya.
Ya.
Let's go, mampus lu. Map lu kalah. Emang Pearl itu susah, cok. Gua aja rela ngedodge. Sumpah, Bang. Ini gua ngedodge Pearl berapa kali ya? Sampai ke plat 3 lagi.
But like, I just don't understand like the 6-man. Like,
but maybe what do you make of his chamber?
I just find it odd.
Kalau ini apa? Somehow ya, kalau region Asia itu rata-rata mereka pakai jet kalau di Icebox.
Iya.
Kalau Eropa sama North America itu mereka selalu nggak ada duelis. Kecuali si
Reversi masuk.
EZ
Pearl matamu San, susah San, sumpah San. Pearl tuh susah banget San. Gua nggak bohong San.
Iya Sandi, sumpah susah banget. Gue jujur susah.
Susah banget.
Pusing anjir, pusing.
Kayak walaupun lu ngerti kan lu pengen main kayak gini di Pearl, tapi kalau tim lu nggak bisa juga nggak ngerti gitu kan, nggak masukin ke satu tujuan ya susah juga. Kayak lu main sendiri juga di Pearl. Semua tuh jadi pasti main sendiri. Paling yang bareng tuh kalau oke, kita ke A, commit A gitu, commit B gitu. Tapi ketika ada mau main commit, nah itu kan sudah individu. Orang butuh dua orang yang kontrol mid, kayak art 1, door 1. Gue sama Lerdy EZ win. Coba buktikan.
Oh, Smoggy.
Nice one, gila Smoggy tuh pistol round ngeri banget ya, Cok.
Iya anjir. Ojing pakai ini ya, Sage.
Yeah, I literally just said that.
Smoke-nya hilang gitu dong. Kalau gue mah langsung auto smoke. A.
What do you think will win the whole event? It's hard to say. Really hard to say.
Lihat karir akun siapa? Akun Tequila kan. Kadang orang tuh beda akun, beda aim, Cok. Kalau lu pakai Tequila, gue yakin ya EZ win lah. Padahal lu modinya Tequila juga pasti.
Oh my gosh.
Gila ngeding.
Compositionnya sama ini BTW mereka.
Sama.
Enggak, kecuali si ini. Fate sama
Oh, ininya ya. Mission agentnya.
How long is gonna peak after one person gets contact?
Beda banget, Cok. Berat banget tuh kayaknya Wine Prick ininya, tensinya. Dia harus ngebanting gitu.
Setahu gue dia 0,3an deh.
Iya.
Hard English one.
DPI-nya 800.
honestly, getting off to a nice early lead, something to get momentum going.
Will you be watching most of the games? I'm gonna be trying to. I'll probably be starting on my stream like probably hopefully 2 hours before, but at least like an hour before the matches start. Where to get your Tenzi sweater? It's on tens.gg.
Pretty good there, just on the pistol. Not that it required too much of, you know, the jet play style.
Wup. Gak kelihatan tuh drone nya.
Kills are kills at the end of the day, aren't they?
Wih, kalau kena badan nyangkut, so. Cedeng. Wah, nggak dapet.
I mean, honestly, the way that EDG is taking B main is pretty meta. Like,
kena.
Crazy.
Wah, mereka ganti posisi, bro.
What?
Really?
Oh, they're shooting him back.
Udah kalah masih kayak gitu, cok. Taunting. Ngeding itu, cok. Soalnya Jasonnya tengil. Jasonnya tengil di itu atas panggung. Indonesia banget tengilnya. Gitu.
Enggak, itu tadi si ini, si Haudong.
Iya, maksudnya tuh gara-gara Jasonnya tengil di panggung. Kan berapa kali tadi di ini diliatin muka Jason ketika win. Gitu terus dia, coba.
Nggak, emang Southeast Asia itu emang tengil lagi. Asia tuh tengil-tengil.
Iya, coba makanya.
Food gets here in 30 minutes.
Conversion here of this bonus round for EG would be fantastic. Because again, bring up the same question we did at the very beginning as well. Was the first map close just because of Pearl, because of that unknown quantity, or can they do it on a map that Prx are particularly good at?
Sumpah ya, yang Chamber mereka tuh ngeri banget, so OP-nya.
Siapa sih? Oh,
Kangkang sebutannya.
Iya, Kangkang.
OP-nya GG banget, so.
I wonder if they're probably just gonna commit to B now, right?
What?
Oh, Smoggy.
Nice.
And I love this proactivity. Already taking the back of the side.
Wait, look at the Sova.
And they're being rewarded.
He just walked through the wall.
Bomnya drop. Tiga orang tuh yang lihat. Tapi Hyper bisa naikin sih. Wah, telat. Udah TTI lah ini.
Couldn't Haodong have placed the wall up for his teammate to grab the player?
Harusnya bisa naikin wallnya, anjir.
Iya.
Mungkin cooldown kali.
Enggak lah, dia lama kok tadi. Dari A.
Nggak ada yang nge-call mungkin.
Iya sih.
Biasalah kayak gitu, terlalu fokus.
I saw the 2v3 and then when he
sebenarnya nggak perlu di call, so. Ada teman gue inisiatif naikin sebentar doang.
Yeah, he did through the stage wall.
Dia nggak tahu kalau member belakangnya tuh 4 orang. 3 orang lewat, yang keempat dilepas aja.
Suwe banget itu. Thank you, Dogobot, for the 5 gifted. They saw Jing. Jing's fucked.
Jing.
Yeah. That's like the worst spot to be in after you get spotted.
Itu hancur banget spot situ emang itu. Apalagi di jiggle gitu.
Itu cocoknya Chamber itu. Bisa
TP back. Chamber or Raje.
There is so many new teams to the global stage that will push an advantage as soon as they get it, without taking a moment to breathe.
Yeah.
Never willing to slow it down, and that really
they're actually playing it really well.
For me with EDG, judging by how aggressive their players are.
Ih, kelihatan pantatnya tuh.
They're looking good here. They're just making sure that
shooting some legs.
gets converted.
And it was said as well, before it was rumored, it was said in the interview we saw prior as well that EDG really did get tested as well by teams the likes of Excel Optic.
Bisa tuh.
Yeah, pushed them to
Si Haudongnya dapat timing anjir.
in that short amount of time that they have been here.
Oh,
They
save
said
ini,
they
save,
knew
save.
what the next step of their game plan would be. I think we're seeing it right here.
We're seeing it because they're
Paling nggak bisa dapat Viper loh, tapi Viper mereka sabar banget.
Timing nggak bisa.
Okay.
You are seeing a step up, I think.
Yeah,
Despite the fact that they're playing with us up.
Yeah, that's the impressive part, isn't it? And Prx just
At least lu dapat kill. Ayo, fit.
up towards the top of tube.
Ayo dapat. 1, 2, 3.
Dude, I can't see.
Nice one.
Oh my god, the round win. It literally blocked the middle of the screen perfectly.
Itu.
Look at how Smoggy just jiggle peeks that.
Iya, jiggle picknya itu loh, Cok.
This showcases to me that they
Saya habis nembak langsung nge-spray, Cok. Tangil banget Cok emang.
It's so easy.
Tiba-tiba di pick di bawah 2 biji, panik ya.
So one of the things that's nice, like Smoggy rocking the, actually both Forsaken and Smoggy, they're both rocking the Jet, but Jet into like no KO on this map is like people happy.
Nice one. That's oh, nice banget.
Just before Forsaken collects that kill onto Kang Kang.
43. Wah.
Wow.
Wah, gila Forsaken.
Emang susah sih. Mampus mati lu. Satu balik. Atau main fit. Kata Iron. Balik, mereka balik.
I mean, Trip is dead, so.
It's only Smoggy watching. Now Smoggy trying to work off the back of the drone.
But entirely doable, I think.
Forsaken darahnya gitu banget, Cok. Darahnya 1, Cok. Wah, nice banget.
One guy's on 1 HP. Forsaken's on 1 HP.
What a play. And nobody has been elite
in
the online stage, but now
wah, menang.
mighty task ahead of him. No bullets left. That
He's getting chased down.
Wah, masih selamat dong.
30 seconds remaining. Players are low.
Oh my god, 1 HP. Literally 1 HP on both of them.
A single bullet will do it.
Ini di spray kalau itu nggak turnamen kayak anjir transfer spray padahal low dua-duanya.
He can win this.
Timing.
This is his ace redemption.
Timingnya, Cok. Kok telat berapa detik ya?
Benkai made noise.
Kalau
dude 1 HP.
Kalau Forsaken menang donate, Bang.
Gila. Ini sumpah kalau dia clutch gila sih.
Beliin Gyukaku, Cok. Lu kirim ke Istanbul.
Oh, nobody's reading this. He's reading this.
Ayo, Aima.
Oh no!
Satu lawan satu nih, Aima. Wah. Wah, saya what the fuck is that timing?
No!
Shit. Is that ace? Wah, gila, Cok. Jason. Oh my god.
The timing on that.
Persekian detik,
they both
bro.
timing each other.
What the heck is that, bro? My god.
No.
Gila, Cok.
Dude.
Oh, Nima.
Tahu Nima. Woi, gila, Cok. Kasar banget, Cok. Wah.
That's actually tragic from Forsaken side.
Wah, itu beda 1 detik doang, itu kurang mundur.
Couldn't have been more perfect for nobody.
They've thrown an aggressive setup where Jing was hiding in nest with Forsaken ready to peek. They've thrown aggression at
Ini kalau timeout nggak boleh ngomong ya, cuman boleh dengerin dari ini ya, coachnya, analisnya. Oh my god, bro,
I
itu
honestly thought
timingnya, oh my god.
I was certain.
create advantages for themselves that they're able to clear out.
Such a class performance so far. I was so excited to see as well this player Nobody on EDG, how he would go up against these players, because I think this is his opportunity to prove that he is.
Are they using adjustable desks yet or no?
He's got the skill, he's got the game sense that we've been witnessing in this series. scalps. He just needs the trophies underneath him.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Probably not.
Has been phenomenal from what I've watched so far. He's a star in the
Ay, gue belum
from a quieter position, obviously,
change.
but one of the stats that jumped out to me actually about Nobarrr, out of the, what do we have, 80 players in the tournament or something? Yeah. He's in the 7th place for damage per duel. He's outputting huge amounts of damage even when he loses duels against players. His aim is fantastic and he takes
Talking about
such
ADR?
smart fights. Able to put his team in
What side are
positions
they
to
talking about?
A bit of that early aggression. Fast control of B main. Orb gonna be propped up. In fact, Mindfreak's even playing inside.
Oh, nggak ada yang tahu, Cok. Nggak ketahuan tuh main freak.
Oh my god, that was close. Mindfreak's in a fucked position.
Wah, gila itu posisinya.
Oh, anime battle?
Anime battle. Anime battle nggak sih? Ayo, anime battle. Kalian lempar tuh pisau di antara kalian berdua. Ya, sayang banget.
Wait, put it on the Viper. I didn't see any of those kills.
My god.
Hadong just took
Oh,
off
udah
4
keren banget,
heads.
Cok.
I only saw 1.
Ya, tapi ini emang attacking side sih.
Setting up space for the rest
Attacking
of his
side.
team as Howdong goes for a lurk. There is thought behind the play here for sure. Because look at the chaos that's created within the Prx ranks.
Wah, itu sih. Kayak lu mau ngindarin ultinya si Sova atau mati sama Vipernya.
Lo lihat aja anjir, Prx mentalitasnya tuh gila banget.
Yoi bro. Mereka aja masih senyum waktu tadi di per 5-0. menang 1 run aja. Wow, let's go.
Wajar lah, wajar.
Nggak ketahuan.
Ketahuan.
Nice.
Yeah, I think
Enggak,
I think
drone-nya
they
nggak
know
kelihatan.
Ketahuan.
Nggak ketahuan ya?
Expect.
Oh my gosh, she's ripping his head
Ayo
off.
ketahuan anjir. Lu lihat, Cok. Wah, tengil banget, Cok, lagi kayak gitu masih nge-spray gila, Cok. Nggak ngerti. Oh, masuk.
Wait, how many is Mindfreak gonna get here?
Ayo dapat berapa? Dicek sih pasti, nggak mungkin nggak dicek.
He cleared him.
Not sure if he looked down or not, but he actually did spot out the one player. The discipline was there.
What a beautiful clear that was. I mean, that was so well played from Smoggy and Howdong.
Gila, lihat, Cok, 5 sisinya dijaga, Cok. Ngeri banget, Cok. EDG 5 side loh, Cok.
Don't know whether that's quite a verb, but I like it.
UGG's actually playing so fucking well right now.
These rounds have been magic from Edward Gaming.
Yeah, timing.
Just have to save these rifles.
They both. Oh.
That's okay, just safe. At least we got 2. Davai, oh my god.
You jump shot?
Oh no, again. Ini round win ini muncul tiba-tiba, Cok.
Can let him save it.
But no opportunity to get rounds on the board. And Bren, I think already our question has been answered. If we came into map 2 thinking, was it just Pearl that made EDG look close to Grand Finals to Copenhagen?
Bisa 6-6.
For being used to top lane, having a sub lane, I know the fact that they have a sub is actually insane.
Similar to Pearl. EDG, I think, have already showcased that they can go toe-to-toe.
Like, if I didn't know anything about EDG, I would have thought that this would be their full roster.
Wah, harusnya kalau bom race mati itu, Cok. Si Jet mereka. Dikomboin gitu. Oh, kepala. Oh, nice one. Untung 2.
Oh, Forsaken didn't get out. Oh, they're pushing Stowe. This is good. Wait, that's actually such a good reaction from them.
What? Oh.
2 versus 2. Winnable.
Oh, it's just unlucky that they ran into a chamber op, but it was actually really good.
Timing.
Oh my gosh.
There's no way. There's no shot. You can't be whipping this
Wow.
one.
King clutch.
Because they knew that so much was on the flank. Pushing Snow is like a really good reaction there.
King clutch.
But chamber exists.
Nice try.
Watching all the potential angles. 7 rounds now.
7 rounds?
So in control right now.
Bisa ini 84 atau 75.
Bentar. Mereka butuh timeout nih. Gue jamin. Prx sambil timeout menang nih.
I think, you know, there's a couple of moments there where Prx might be able to get back into the round, but look at the scoreboard. EDG is 7-1 up, and they've been able to win these anti-eco rounds.
Oke, mulai frustasi Jason. No senyum-senyum, Cok. Mereka rotate-nya sih cepat banget, Cok. Cepat banget rotate-nya, Cok. Itu beneran, Cok. Trapnya ditaruh di belt anjir. Trapnya ditaruh di belt, Cok. Itu si musuh.
Oh iya.
Di tangga belt itu.
Enggak tuh kayaknya teleporter.
TP, Cok. TP. Trap itu.
Ching is going in.
Well, gila, Haodong.
Wait, Ching just ran in.
He's a master inside the Viper's pit. He just can't be stopped.
Let's go. Aduh, kalah di map sendiri aja. Emang kayak gitu sih kadang.
Belum, masih 81.
Ya, senang, santuy.
He looks fantastic inside there. And honestly, Brent,
Let's go. Mereka yang taunting Tens yang kena mental itu langsung kayak diem gitu. Nah, kan bener kan nih 84 ini, Cok, kalau udah ngambil timeout.
This is a stacked roster coming out of China.
Into map 3, dude.
Momentum.
Oh wait, Prx timeout. What the fuck?
Both Haodong
I didn't
and
realize.
Jinju have found moments to put the team on their back. Haodong with his IGLing, with
I
his
know.
performance, with his ults.
Wait, what the
Jinju
cast
with
is
the
on about?
clutches on map 1. It's been an all-round effort. And EDG are running away with things here.
Forcing another timeout here out of Prx.
Brent, what would this match have looked like?
Why VOD have no sound
with a
fix?
full roster?
Life was playing.
I had some audio issues earlier.
Obviously, never a question that, well, maybe we'll get the answer later in the tournament, actually, but for now, purely speculation, but this should be, in theory, a weakened version of EDG. Yeah. Who knows how much time Smoggy's had to practice with them, of course.
Isn't that crazy how well they're playing with the sub, Eric? That's actually like surreal to me.
But this is spectacular.
I mean, Smoggy's a pistol demon though.
Also, that even FPX did in the finals, I suppose. You know, this is a world-class performance coming out from EDG right now.
Those are the questions we had for this team.
Per second sama Davai.
Top dogs, well, 8-1 scoreline.
Ya, udah pede menang mereka, Cok. Langsung B-nya. Udah kali ini agak cepet aja. Plan udah gitu. Lari doang tuh. Nice one. Mampus lu. Makan dulu bentar.
Udah, dia gitu.
Nice try. Ya, apa. Let's go bye.
When you're looking at Kankan, Brent, he's the most active player in Champions, right? That means he takes the most fights out of any player in the tournament.
That's also impressive from FPX.
Number 3 is Forsaken, and Kankan is still so willing to take these kind of fights. Obviously, this is an anti-eco round, but we've seen it all match so well.
Yes, drops are enabled.
Thinking out of all these teams as well, which team is going to be most well equipped for dealing with the kind of fundamentals that Nobarrr Gaming love to have on display?
Tuh bang, line up-nya bang. Jangan dari tengah, Cok, lempar dari situ aja.
Oh. But he's back.
Perhaps this is the round where EDG might be getting a little overconfident, but listen, I can't blame them. They're 9-1 up currently. And the res brings Kankan back online anyway. Puts him back on the line.
Nice.
Second is dealt with. And there's never a hole in this default. At least not one the Prx can find. They exist on the map for sure, but it feels like EDG have a great read on where Prx's players are going to try and challenge. Which areas of the map they're prodding and poking.
Oh my god, he's going for a spam.
Fearless man. Yeah, and that's Haodong pinging out the position that Mindfreak is normally holding the smoke from. These players are learning
Wow.
so quickly on
Tapi itu annoying sih, Cok.
Oh my god, the timing right here.
This time it's Devi's turn apparently to try and work his way through down into Champiooonnnn.
Gila EDG ini timingnya
They're
gila
gonna get
banget
the
loh.
fade. They're gonna get the fade, 100%.
Tuh.
Yeah.
Satu.
Howdong finding the timing on everybody through mid. Apart from
Bisa ini Mas Yan.
But this is brought to a 3v2 where
Saya ada
once
main
again
frag soalnya.
EDG have site control. And apart from a couple of rounds early on in the half, they've been able to
Aduh.
manipulate these defenders.
Kenapa sih harus loncat, Cok? Heran pula.
Biar ini, enggak biar
Wah, di trade.
biar ini.
Holy
Biar ini
shit,
apa?
10-1.
Kalau lo lompat, jadi dia expect-nya
Ngejiggle kan?
Iya kayak ngejiggle gitu jadinya.
Tapi menurut gua itu kayak 90% bisa membuat lu nge-whiff.
Bisa, bisa enggak juga.
Ini langsung gugur kan kalau kalah? Pulang kan?
Ke bawah, lower bracket.
Oh iya benar. Karena final ya.
EDG is just plowing them.
You want to play? Let's play.
Draft as well, cuts up those angles, knives in play on top of it. Using a drone to clear through. No stranger to this one, obviously.
On the other side of the map, Forsaken and Jing will not be deterred. Yes, they're pushing aggressively again, even though normally EDG have 2 players watching for this. Prx are getting good information.
It's really good to use a jet smoke like that across. And instead of like throwing like a util or something for someone, they just do strength in numbers where they swing together. Holy fuck. What in the fuck?
Oh mampus lu. Perang antara anime itu. Isunya.
Di lawan 3 bisa. Bener-bener.
Tapi memang makan karya itu membuat tenang.
I can't tell if he's a low sense player or a high sense player.
Turun mati nggak ya? Dapat 2 nggak ya persekannya?
Look like a low sense player.
Nice.
Nice one boy.
22 bisa.
Let's go bro.
Ini kalau mereka menang pistol enak nih. Sama bonus kan.
800.27.
Emang butuh kai Cok di sana Cok Prx.
Anjay.
I feel like it's a really common trend that
buat
the
ini
main frag ganti Prx kai.
Buat ini bunker. Lo nggak usah beli sampai akhir.
This is just absolutely wild plays coming through, but something that doesn't really shock me, the draft. That's what shocked me. I think that if you have Haven open, that is a map that you should willingly be picking against EDG. Everything else is a little bit more up in the air. Icebox is absolutely.
Coba tadi gue dapat 30 kill Cok. Langsung satu bundle. Mau 24 kill nih.
And again, nobody ace on Sova. He just does it again.
Sayang sekali nih Cok.
Yeah, and they're so good on this map, and that's despite the fact that they're playing with a substitute. They pulled Smoggy in last second. He 1-for-1 fills.
I need to grab the food from the door in a second.
Incredible here on Icebox. EDG have not.
So I'll be right back.
In the coordination.
I'll be right back. I'm just grabbing it from the door.
Yeah, let's talk about Smoggy because we expected Life to be playing Jet on this map. But Kilios, what have you made of his role on Jet?
So far from Smoggy, honestly, kind of across both maps, is that he is playing serviceably for what his team needs. They don't need Smoggy to come in and have a Life-esque performance. Everybody else on the team is so good to be able to pick up where there are some moments of slack, but they just needed him to be serviceable, and he is absolutely doing that and a little bit more on top.
Yeah, and I mean, looking towards this second half now. No, don't be distracted by the
That's my gift to Benkai.
That's from you.
Yeah, that's from me.
That's so sweet, but it's not sweet right now for the Prx fans because it is looking grim for them. Only 2 rounds thus far. Their attacking side can struggle on this map sometimes. I think with the fade, they're going to struggle to be able to counter out the operators on the other side. They're going up against a Jet and a Chamber comp. EDG can throw aggression. They can hold with the ops. It's a really powerful defensive side. I don't really see a world bar some crazy Prx magic where they can come back.
Yes or no? Do they come back into this?
No.
Okay, well, the death says no. Sideshow and Brent, what do you guys think?
It's gonna take the pistol round.
Okay.
I think to start.
They haven't arrived yet, so
take the pistol round.
I shall be here for pistol round.
Come back, you might be taking the pistol round as well. I think that we are set up here for a fantastic map 3. Yeah. You know, as Achilles is saying on the desk, Haven is one of those maps that I would have also expected Prx to go for, and Prx have the advantage on. But
wait, what happened? What got leaked?
I wasn't expecting Icebox to be this one-sided.
Yeah, honestly, would have said it on, I think, both the maps we've seen so far, but...
Oh, Davai.
Pressure.
Oh, Davai.
Just through the choke point, that's going to force out the horns and the wall as well, portions of it being broken off. In fact, the killer already being found with Smoggy falling.
There goes Smoggy. The pistol ace sub that EDG have brought in has been very good in these kind of rounds.
Still trying to take it.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, what patch are they playing on for like chamber?
That's what you're going to see from Edward
Not the new
Gaming
change,
is that
right?
they are not going to be afraid still to get straight into the action. Kills being found. Backwards, forwards, this way, that way. The wall dropped up. Looking away across now, all up to Chichu. Still being watched off. But players are low enough here that there is a possibility. It's going to be that double face that eventually shuts it down. And so, the pistol round is a reality.
Yeah.
Byron.
EDG, I don't think you need to be doing anything crazy here. No force buy or anything like that. You have such a massive lead. But now, if you want to talk about the comeback being a possibility here, I mean, take a look at this as well. Smoggy's last official match, July, as a member of Weibo Gaming. So he's not normally a player for this team. That's the other part that I was talking about earlier. He's not somebody that's been in and out of EDG, a long-time sub. He's somebody that they've got in at the last second for Istanbul and found fantastic success so far in this match. If we're going to talk, though, about the potential for a comeback during this, I hope, short technical pause.
Listen, it had to happen at some point, Josh.
It did. Well, I'm glad it's here, though. But the Prx attacking side, in general, not specific to Icebox, but in general, is very good. It's one of the big areas that they have a massive advantage over EDG, usually. The attack side. But that's about delivering.
Ih, dikit banget, cowok. Itu 3 peluru, sayang banget.
Wait, no, this guy had too many shots. I swear that was like 6 chamber shots. There's no way that was 4 chamber shots.
I knew it was. Good job. You didn't curse it. When as soon as you said that, I was like, why did you? Why did you? But listen, we're getting back into it.
So these kind of rounds, a good opportunity to take a look at how
he didn't buy a trip.
So it's a bit of a multi-purpose Viper wall over on B.
Oh, okay, well that makes sense.
Playing fast and loose at the positioning though. Looks like they've already rotated a lot of the bodies over towards this one site. Can they try and take the fight? The answer is yes. That's going to be a trade.
Oh my gosh.
Another one just underneath
Gila, itu bahaya sih.
Just underneath the rafters, I should say.
Oh, langsung di trade yang sama bawah.
Oh my gosh.
A mind freak, he didn't have a weapon until just now.
Oh my god.
Terbantai guys ya. Kayak timingnya tuh pas mulu, cok, masalahnya.
Gak dukun, cok.
Yeah.
Dukun Cina ya.
That is
Dukun Cina GG tuh.
In that manner.
Look at the skill involved here. I mean, EDG are never out of these kind of rounds.
Anjir, weh, itu Ciko dapat 2. Ciko bagi 2.
Enggak, tapi masalahnya tuh si Benkai itu loh kayak main naik aja gitu loh. Kan waktu Forsaken yang ngepick ya, Forsaken apa siapa sih tadi yang pakai Vandal ngepick kan udah kelihatan, oh 2 dia malahan enak tuh naik ke atas itu. Sayang sekali.
Smoggy was going kind of crazy right there.
I think that's a bit of a showcase, honestly, of maybe the gap with Life not playing. Because Smoggy was out in the open there. There was no one covering that belt angle.
Mampus Ujarat.
Oh, they dropped that perfectly.
Nice one. Let's go Jason. Let's go Jason. Wah, nggak dijaga, cok. Sumpah. Tuh nggak bisa gitu, cok.
Tuh, itu gue itu. Nice. Masih bisa.
All right. Was it orb? Did you see the orb? So basically, they threw the eye like into the orb, and then they dropped it just as the eye was about to end, so the eye would tag people. That's actually really smart. Because then people aren't gonna break the eye because they can't see the eye, and they think that, oh, the eye's like covered, it's not seeing me, and then suddenly the orb drops, you're fucking tagged, and then you're sad.
Excellent entry from Forsaken. And I think
okay, now the food's actually dropped off. We're back.
The attacking first duels are going to be what decides it. Forsaken, Jing need to be so sharp with their entries. And coming into this tournament, Brett, Kang has been destroying first duels. This is absurd, but he's been winning 2/3 of his opening duels. No one else in the tournament comes even close. Most people are around 50%.
Sure.
He's every half Kang averages a 3-to-1 KD in terms of first duels. Yeah. And no one else is close in the tournament. But the advantage that Prx has is that they have Forsaken and Jing to try and take those back.
They're being supported well. So Benkai's utility as well
that sets him up for
supplemented the A push.
You don't have to just go for the raw aim duels, of course you don't.
Yeah, precisely.
But Prx are going to be asked to do almost the impossible here in recovering 7 rounds in a row on their attack side and making that timeline look like a joke by the end of it.
That's why things might get a little bit more difficult as well. Obviously, the time being taken for the next
one. Oh, sorry, I need to grab my food.
Are going to be playing for this one.
Hungry.
2 hero rifles.
Okay, I'm back.
A heavy presence in mid, actually, watching this one. It's going to be that clash, I think, of a battle taking place. Yes, indeed. Straight for a tube. That's Smoggy. He's rattling off the shots. He's going to be healed himself up as well. Collects another one for his troubles.
Already Kang on the push, though.
Hey, oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
Coverage
no, he whiffed.
You don't want to be using that weapon.
He started chewing the gum faster.
To execute the flank with the shorty now. Headhunter bullets expended.
No. What?
I don't think Defy intended to go for that one.
Yeah, that's an unusual one. Still, they're going to be able to get space gained onto that A side, but they have handed
Wait, Jing is going kind of crazy right here.
Here and there. No more rifle taken out.
Ooh. Oh.
And it looks like a position where Jing should get.
Ngapain anjir.
Does Jing things again and cleans them both up.
That's a wild round.
But now EDG are going to have rifles back in their hands.
I was curious, honestly, as well, whether or not they were going to be trying to save a bit of their money as well, get the operators online on the defensive side, but no, just opting into the rifles being played.
Kang opts a lot more than Devi or Forsaken on Prx. Even if you combine Devi and Forsaken together, Kang still uses the operator more than they do.
Yeah.
Opting not for it in this case, but a tour de force out for Devi on the attack side doesn't normally play these kind of situations too aggressively, more just to support the rest of his team. But Devi has the spike heading towards A right now, and it is such an aggro setup from EDG.
What face from EDG?
Waduh, sayang sekali.
Nobody's trying to bail him out, but at least there is the swing. Forsaken's able to trade it, but you never expect the follow-up. Smoggy's still up top on Bell, all the knives expended. Forsaken's just trying to get the hell out of there.
Jing kalau misalkan dapat 1 orb lagi atau 1 kill bisa nih.
Jing, if he finds a kill, will have the res back online. Bodies all over the place, and Chichu on the fast flank.
The angle. Tap the rifle, repositioning.
Oh,
lihat nih per second.
But that also gives time for Chichu to start working his way forwards and deny these bodies.
Tapi Hodong lagi on fire, cok.
Sorry, apologies. Misreading that one. Thought that was Jing that we were watching. It's Forsaken still.
He's managed to grab this fight. This fight is being taken.
Oh my God.
He forces
what do you order?
the
I got like a spicy chicken wrap. It's really good.
Chicken.
Bisa nggak ini?
One more will do it.
Kayak 100 Thieves dulu. Dulu 100 Thieves lawan apa? Yang Sinet itu siapa? Asen. Dulu lawan Asen, 100 Thieves comeback anjir dari 12-4. Bisa menang tuh 100 Thieves. Ini asalkan Prx dapat Haudong, enak. Nyusahin banget Haudong itu.
Oh my God.
Impeccable crosshair placement from Smoggy.
Ngeri, cok.
Bro, I saw that from the side of my eye.
Just anticipating the wide swing as well.
And that's a first death. Prx cannot afford it. They need 7 rounds in a row clean.
The res, but it's so far out in the open. They're walling for it. Breaks a portion. Brutal!
Oh.
But the spam is there. There is going to be coverage in play. Recon against the side.
Forsaken mati lagi. Nice.
Boleh sih kita pakai cara itu. Jadi kalau ngepick elbow, kita hanya sebagai defender, picknya atas bawah.
3v3. Oh, Kang has the op.
Kan itu titik mati juga kan di atasnya elbow kan.
Yep.
Gak bakalan ke pick dari belt kecuali ada di atas ini sih pipe sih.
This could be it. The final blow.
That's
And it's
right.
just down
That's
to
right,
a
that's right.
singular player. Divide cannot stand up
Let's
against
go.
it. Map number
Top 3.
is on the card.
It's time to deathmatch.
Match
Aduh.
found.
Match found. Deathmatch again. Ascend. Buset, gue belum ngapa-ngapain dong. Udah malah mati. Kok gua ke bawah mulu sih? Bunuh gua dulu dong. Nah, gitu. Tembak.
Move in after I strike. That's when they're weak.
Fight.
Aduh, gua tahu tuh sana yang mau mati.
Iya, betul. Prx lo kalah.
Apa?
Jet Rain atau terus Davai inisiator atau duel di duel.
Sakit-sakit banget ini. Mati-mati nih. Masih I drop mati ya. Mantap. Oh, mid lane. Oh.
Lights out.
Gila, gara-gara nomor 1 tadi nih anjir. Sakit banget jadi ayamnya. Deathmatch-nya. Shit, man.
Embarrassing.
Shit. Wih.
Killed them.
Dibuka lagi dong.
3.
Ace. Wah, nggak jadi senyap. Wop. Bro, satu lagi ya, timing banget. Oh, mitop. Sakit. Segini, let's go. I'm gonna. Nggak bisa, cok. The hell, dominating. Wow, nice man. Tapi menurut Tuhan itu baik. What? Riot, lu ngidupin gue di situ anjir. Lu lihat, cowok gua adalah asis paling banyak, lu bayangin. Apalagi deathmatch asisnya 10 kan asu. Boy. Gila. Tensi berapa tuh killnya? Bisa 180 derajat gitu. Wow. Ya, at least gue dapat 20 kill lah, bisa 30 ya. Seharusnya 25. Again, come to me. Aduh, omennya selalu membunuh. Men. Ah, gitu dong, men. Kali-kali gue yang bunuh, men. Ya, 30 kill. 4 lagi. Aduh. Mana ini? Oh, set 1 kill. Wah, nggak bisa. Nice, GG. I know you there. 26, 27, asis 10. What the hell? Na.
Look to it, and then you just get blind. And it was actually really good. I got fucked over by this a lot by a certain team. But you could do the same concept with anything. You could do the same concept like oh, we're playing post plant B on Ascent. Okay, we have a KO, you have a KO, we have a breach, any flash character, you can pair the flash with a dart. Like you can actually make it so you pair your abilities together. But if you throw the flash, but then throw the dart like at the same time, so naturally people are gonna look to where the dart is, and then the flash pops. Like before it even lands, it pops, and then you'll get tags off for free, and the dart won't get broken, guarantee you, unless someone gets like some insane blind shot on it.
Tapi harus pakai KO berarti ya.
It's another nerdy thing that people can do, but it's really strong. You can do the same shit if you have
some strategies, guys.
If you're taking B site, throw a bounce dart off here to like this wall as breach flashes through this. Like you can do the same concept with like basically any map, any play. Like as long as you have a flash character with like some sort of like fade, Sova, wall hack, like a dart, then you can do it.
On this attacking side, it wasn't just the across the team adaptations, the new calls. It was also when it came down to the individual. No matter the pressure, no matter this being their first time on the stage, every single one of these players was ready and was coming out with some of those lovely clutches.
I mean, Kankan was talking about how he was really worried about potentially being nervous. I don't see any nerves coming from any of those players as we head to Haven as well, because this is going to be the final map of the series.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. You've talked a lot about what we're expecting from Haven thus far, Achilleos, but I don't know what to think now, because EDG has shown us such a great element of preparation there on Icebox. I think something is cooked up for Haven.
I think, like I said, it has to be. They knew coming into this that this was going to be their biggest weakness. They either could have left this in the pool.
Maybe I might do one more final point that I saw that was actually good.
Allow for Pearl to potentially come in. They said no, actually, we're
but
gonna let both of them through. We're gonna play
EDG made a really good audible.
So they have to have a hell of a lot of confidence
on Icebox.
Yeah, but talk of confidence, they've had it thus far this series. Even in their loss on Pearl, the vibes were high. We're right next to them here, and you can hear the yells from this team. They are excited.
The audible they made, well, they had the
pressure in this series thus far.
They had the Viper screen placed like somewhere around here. I actually don't. Wait, how the fuck do I aim this? I don't. Oh. So somewhere like this. But
I think
they knew that.
A hell of a lot of pressure on all of the players, but like you said,
so I think it was a chamber. He died. He called out. There was 3 people.
And he was saying,
and the Viper was also here. And they saw that. Wait, no, they saw 4. I think they saw 4.
You're right.
And so naturally, when the 3 people were taking B, you know that there's 4 flanking. It's actually pretty good just to like take ground, because you have a number advantage. Just take ground, get into positions there. If they try to go back through middle, or they go back around, like you just have like some like crazy spot. But they ran through. There was unfortunately a chamber op right here that got a kill, but that's something that you can do. Like be really cognitive of numbers and where they are, because if you have numbers advantage, you literally just like run at the one guy and get trades. Like it's like chess. Like you play for trades. It's the exact same concept.
Last map is the 1-for-1
Like the best way to play is to make sure all your pieces can trade each other. It's literally the exact same as chess.
So I messed this up going into the last
But
map. This
chess
time,
with some more variables, we'll say.
We're picking Reyna on Haven.
But anybody can make an audible. It's just you have to, when you give a comm like that too, you have to be really confident. Like people will naturally follow a confident call. And so if you're really good at paying attention to like the map and where people are, like just focus on where they are and make audibles on like where the numbers are, like where they have less numbers, and you can just overpower them with sheer numbers.
Or am I blind?
No, it's the pin.
Oh, I thought it was Reyna.
I got you baited by it last time.
It baited me.
It happens to all of us. But no, so this is the same exact.
Fade looks like Reyna.
We saw from EG when they just played against Onslayers in the grand final. They were able to take that. And again, this is their weakest map historically.
Yeah.
That one, I believe they got pushed 13 to 11 or so, maybe 13 to 10 in that score line. They're sticking with the same composition. This leads me to believe that they have to have some different strategies prepared coming in.
Yeah, it really did look rough then. When they were playing that domestically, I think the improvement will come through. But what is Prx?
Kenapa nggak ada chamber ya? Chamber tuh penting menurut gue dia kan.
Prx pakai apa?
Hyper.
Well, no.
Cypher.
Jing is on.
Cypher lebih jauh bagus sih. Kalau M.
Kalau gitu yang lain yang diganti, yang Hyper.
Reyna.
Mereka ambil Reyna. Nobarrr pakai apa? Jet.
Bukan apa?
So in my
Jet
wrap,
apa aja?
there's spicy chicken, bacon, tomato, avocado, and goat cheese, I believe. It's really good, actually.
I think EDG have shown more nuance than Prx over the course, at least of the second map on Icebox, but now we're heading into Haven, a different series of events. The way they play this Reyna as well is quite interesting. I mean, often it's just disrespecting any sort of utility that's played in that A lobby control. Definitely. You see it used a while back as well for Prx, but this is comfort roles for Forsaken and Jin.
It is. They played it in the group stage of Masters Reykjavik. And they got
Reyna anjingnya.
Match already started. What?
Oh, gila. Ini mode serius-serius banget ini Prx.
I actually fuck with the Jet Reyna. I love it.
Nggak lihat Cok.
He got out.
Makanya Cok lihat sampai
Wait, he
habis.
has one bullet too.
Cok. Enggak sih, sebenarnya mereka udah tahu kalau Prx bakalan push langsung di round pertama. Pasti kayak gitu. They always play like that.
I think he literally hit 1,000 bits. No way, right? No way, right?
Anjir Benkai.
1v4. Wait, what?
I think that round sums up everything
Dude.
that you're hoping for and dreading.
Surely that can't be happening.
Amazing plays from Kang, reading the play perfectly out here as well. The rendezvous, the second.
Sumpah nyesel banget sih di awal. Kayak nggak ngelihat sampai habis kirinya.
Dude, Smoggy goes insane at the pistols.
Wow, apa itu anjir? 5 orang, Cok.
Wait, where did that prowler come from?
An onslaught that's appearing right now onto the A side. No one's dealed with Divide. Just been sitting in long. No one's clearing him out. He is that extra element that they needed.
I think you striped gamer with 1,000 bits. Appreciate it.
That's Prx.
I'm thinking of anybody else that's subbed. Sorry, I can't see alerts. I have them turned off for watch parties.
Aku markisa aja loh.
Like clutter the feed.
Habis diusir sama kasus yang anjir. Serius kok. Benjo kan bisa minum.
Wow, what a wild start this. Prx have a 1-4.
Apa-apa aja lah weh, jadi ke-3. Weh, kalau enggak
Wait.
Jilin dong. Bocor weh.
Wait, 1 to 4, like win to loss? That means if you bring them to the third map, they're.
Even running the Jet Raider comp. But who knows? This series has made a believer out of me when it comes to Edward and his gaming.
Adjustments being made to that defensive setup as well, so you can see that they're not really putting too much into that A lobby control on the defensive side.
I'm so not used to seeing Cypher. It's like weird to not run Chamber. This character is just giga broken.
Hey.
There's the lurk play. Kang forcing the issue a bit earlier.
Jing's gonna push garage.
But still coming away with the kill.
Wait, put it on. Yes.
What?
He's so aware, and he's found Jing. Kang is such a good player. He's just got the read on.
Cypher's a good twist for scenes. I think Cypher's
Ini kalau Kang menang high final dia bisa jadi MVP, so.
Like counter picking.
Ngerti.
Oh, that's tragic.
Benkai. Wah, sayang kami. Whiff.
I actually think that like the future of Valorant is rather than like picking your comp and sticking to it, you kind of do like, I mean, it's not draft pick, but if you know like a team's comp ahead of time, you can like counter pick. Because I mean, if you pick like a certain agent, like when you think of like agents that you can like fluctuate, you can like change like a breach to like a KO or some shit like that. But there's like certain stuff you can change like Killjoy to Cypher, depending on like what they're doing. I think the future of Valorant would be kind of like more MOBA style, where you could kind of win like off draft alone. Like if they have a Killjoy and you have a breach, Killjoy's ult is just fucking useless. Same with Sova. You could match your Sova ult with a Killjoy ult, which is useless. I like Overwatch style. Or does Overwatch do that? I'm not too well versed in Overwatch. I'm not too sure. But yeah, kind of like FPS Dota, FPS MOBA.
This guy on the global stage, we knew he was a freak of nature. We knew that he was going to be playing aggressively, but a bit of nuance that's been injected into his play. Whatever the short time they've had here in their practice, I think has taught them a lot of lessons.
Yeah, like my only experience with like knowing Overwatch is GOATs, and that was just fucking horrible. Apparently the devs like.
Wow, gila, dia nge-smoke diri sendiri, siap banget, cok. Benar, siap banget.
I don't even, you have to be like smoking something.
Karena dia berpikir nggak bisa nih gue tinggalin site nih. Wah, timing banget. Ternyata Prx kalau ditabrak balik pacar kacir juga ya.
Do you think Val should add one more trip to Chamber's kit? Fuck no! What? This guy is the triple S plus tier character. You could take out his trip and he would be fucking chilling still. He would still be picked.
Anjir, nggak mandi kah itu dia?
They are still getting the trades off. Prx are going to get challenged here unless they can get Jing in a position to duel frequently and use his.
Wow, lihat tuh, cok. Jing selalu kena itu, cok. 2 kali.
Oh my god.
2 rounds.
See, okay, that's a one thing that's sad about the Reyna Jet. Well, like just like you get fucked with util sometimes. I remember that happened to me when I was playing, I think I was playing Reyna on Bind against Optic, and I just died fully to util, and there's like nothing I could do. But if you're playing Chamber, guess what? You can teleport out no matter what.
They've just happened to go to the right areas of the map.
They've gone for the same A lobby play.
Yeah,
almost every
A lobby
time.
or a CX.
Chichu goes for the teleport, and they just try and fight over, short and long, but
yeah,
it's nothing really that's being changed up. Like you said, no poking for the setups.
It's just default Valorant gameplay on Haven with this comp.
And that's what it comes down to, I think. When you're up against the Reina as well, it's pure ego. It's a decision being made by Prx, I think, to say that we will be winning these fights against you.
Yeah, and I think, you know, the game plan is clear. The last time that we watched Prx play...
Don't you think Ray's Chamber is a better pick? I think meta-wise, Chamber should just be picked like every time. If you have a player that can shoot gun good, put him on Chamber. Especially if they opt. If they opt, that's like a big bonus.
Ya, itu dia benar. Makanya gue bilang better Chamber sih.
That's tragic. He thought he was safe and then
dilepas cok Chambernya. Sumpah Chamber itu kalau di map patahannya ini tuh OP. Tapi di Pearl gue belum dapet sih.
Chamber haters are just bad at Chamber. I mean, there's like half and half. Cause I'm someone who has played Chamber. I don't find Chamber that fun to play, nor do I find him that hard. And I think he's overtuned.
Lawan Wei-nya cok. Oh, timing.
He's not fun to play against. He's not
Benkai.
fun to play as. He's not fun to watch. No, he can be okay to watch. But Chamber, like, you just play high percentage, and it's gonna be boring, but you're just gonna like own.
The timing is everything. The Seekers, they give them exactly what they needed.
Oh, 1 health tuh. Haudong.
Haudong lumayan cok, tapi walaupun dia one hit. Timing cok. Please don't make this like fucking timing.
He's gonna win this.
Yeah.
Mati.
Just turned away.
Emang harus sabar cok. Ini sih lumayan bahaya nih, bisa mati for second tadi. Big play-nya tuh.
Really nice gunplay, but actually not making use of Reina. I mean, it wasn't like he's using the dismisses to dodge through utility and take fights he couldn't otherwise. Sure, it might give him some confidence to take those kind of duels, but that's a pretty standard anchoring position, no matter what agent he's playing. EDG with a couple of ultimates to play around with here.
Wop, dapat nggak tuh? Oh anjir. Itu ngeri sih, maksudnya dia ngepick ke tengah-tengah, bisa banting atas, banting bawah.
Oh. Wow,
menyangkut tuh.
Nice.
Ooh, nice one straight.
Wait, Smoggy got that kill there. That's insane.
Nih, dicek nggak sama si Jing.
I
Cek.
think.
Nice.
Maksudnya tuh ketahuan. What the fuck is that?
I'm actually not sure what the material. I'm not sure what the material is, but it shows it on the website.
Manages to dodge a flash as well. Sets up control for Mind Free. Gets another one off the trap wire.
Gue juga baru ini sih, baru apa ya? Baru belajar kalau misalnya kita nge-wallbang itu lebih baik di ini, di tap-tap 3 kali, lebih sakit daripada kita spray. Gak tahu ya, tapi gue giliran spray walaupun kita pakai Phantom tuh gak mati gitu loh. Jadi mending lu tapping 3 kali gitu. Dan lu juga bisa ngebanting juga kan kalau misalnya musuhnya ngepick.
In the aspect I'm talking about, like Chamber is boring to watch. Like, sure, okay, it'll be nice when a Chamber hits like an insane share shot or something like that. But I feel like it's boring in the aspect of a Chamber will most likely never be in danger, where they can do like a really aggressive like over peak, and they can always TP out after one shot. And I feel like there's just no. Like if you hit someone hit a Reina like headshot flick with a sheriff and then they fucking dismiss away, it's a lot different than Chamber just TPing away. Because there's no risk. I think the risk part makes it a lot more exhilarating to watch. It can be quite boring when you know someone's just doing something riskless. Yoru can TP away too. But Yoru's TP isn't instantaneous. So you can't take a 1v2 duel and get out.
Wah. Main bahaya coba.
They're gonna prowler this.
Mati nggak nih verseconnya? Mati nggak nih verseconnya?
Mati.
Dapat satu nggak?
How is
dapat satu.
EDG's like
dapat satu dan mati.
Sorry, what's their map pool?
Inco itu dua tikusnya di situ anjir. Wah, ketahuan.
Oh, he got tethered. Oh, he's fucked.
Oh, anjing.
Berani banget anjir. Wow, what the hell is that?
What the fuck?
Anjing, Jason gila emang.
Makanya, Cok, gue juga kaget, Cok. What the heck?
See, I got excited there because he cannot get out.
What
so
the
it's a lot more
heck?
entertaining to
Tapi
watch.
itu good decision sih menurut gue.
Iya. Karena yang kanan itu nggak tahu ya. Kalau gue pasti ngepick yang kiri juga sih, kayak ya udah majuin. Oh. Nice change. Oh, tret.
Nah,
he thought he was on it. He didn't see the spike properly to see if it was going up, so he thought he was on it.
What a play by Mind Freak. I think he's 18
per second gila anjir. Barusan. What the heck?
Either way, this guy has just been phenomenal recently in the clutch. And the cool way that he deals with this one, tapping to fake the defuse and then setting up on a wide angle.
Oh, nice one.
Am I the only person that like doesn't enjoy? I enjoy a small bit of avocado, but I don't enjoy like a mouthful of avocado. It's so like it has a weird texture to it, but it's just tasteless, which is like weird.
Aside from that though, it has been so dead even. And I like the approach from EDG after taking their time out, slowing the pace down a little bit. I think that round could have definitely worked.
Like Kaide will fucking get an avocado, cut it in half, and just fucking eat it with a spoon.
Itu cuma 4 biji, Cok. 5 biji air minum ya.
I could eat it if it's in a, like a Pokeball.
Air minum mereka.
Like yeah, I'll take a small bit with my
boleh
rice
refill
and
kan?
my-
Harusnya boleh lah. Boleh lah, anjir, masa itu termasuk persyaratan. Nanti kalau refill segelas
You know what? That's funny. Actually,
diskualifikasi
one
ya.
time Kaide asked me to make avocado toast, which I didn't know what it was. I literally never heard of avocado toast in my life. So what I did was I toasted bread, I put it on a plate, I grabbed the nearest avocado, and I put it on the plate. I did not know you had to cut the avocado. I just thought she meant avocado toast. And she was so mad. And I wasn't joking. Now I know what it is.
Nggak ada siapapun. Mampus. Udah keluar semua tuh utility.
Gila, Benkai.
Oh my god, he got two.
Mampus.
How many trips do you have?
Ya, teman-teman yang langsung mengkerangkeng
Wait, was
gitu.
that two of the same trip?
Ketahuan lagi tuh. Gue jamin coy ini orang si Kai ini bakalan, oh gue pakai Cypher lah. Gue lihat ini.
Itu kalau Cypher itu bagus kalau dia mainnya tim anjir.
Ini gue tiba-tiba, wah gue mau pakai Cypher lah. Gue jadi pengen pakai Cypher.
Susah.
Tuh kan, lu lihat bang, dia nembusinnya tuh nggak di spray bang, benar-benar 3 doang, gitu. Itu lebih masuk. Itu yang gue pelajarin. Jadi kalau lu mau wallbang, walaupun itu dinding, mending di tapping-tapping. Nah, itu tiga-tiganya bisa masuk pelurunya daripada lu spray.
Ya, soalnya lebih lurus kan.
Nggak tahu juga ya
Wajir,
itu.
Jing, what the fuck?
Gue nggak tahu juga ya itu karena lurus atau
Jing
apa.
is so fun to watch on the arena.
Cuman itu lebih sakit. 3 peluru tuh bisa 96.
Love it when he takes these ego peeks and just fucking gets out.
Nice one,
Oh
Jing.
yeah. Heal up.
Wah, nggak kena. Ini bahaya nih, Cok. Headhunter ya. Sumpah bahaya banget, Cok, itu headhunter dia. Oh, bohong gue.
You live by the sword and you die by the sword.
Tuh dia sebelum turnamen 100 kali deathmatch itu. Pakai chamber match 100.
Hopefully the smoke doesn't fade. Oh.
Nice one.
Wow.
Jedeng. Aduh. Tuh kan headhunternya tuh bahaya banget, Cok. Sumpah ini orang.
Oh my god.
Lihat tuh. Aimbot banget, Cok.
Oh, there's a trip on Benkai. Does Benkai have any cages? No, he doesn't.
No, he shouldn't at all. Prx have made enough mistakes. Kangkang's hit enough nice shots, but it comes down to a 1v1.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, phantom moment, cuy.
Mampus City back.
Damn.
Mampus.
He's giving him the smoke.
Bener-bener tengil, Cok. Tengil, Cok, baru 73, Cok. Jangankan radian, mereka radian kan. Diamond aja tuh 12-2 itu bisa jadi 12-12, Cok. Ini radian, Cok, turnamen.
I think Kangkang plays 1280 by 960. From the looks of it.
Anjir, sumpah Dava itu. Kalau ngomong itu pedes
Iya,
anjir.
Cok. Bener-bener apa ya, bestinya Jason anjir. Kalau Dava udah mancing duluan kan gitu kan.
Jing.
Oh my god.
Nice sih itu. Nice combo anjir.
Di mana ya ininya lihat apa? Line up gitu aja.
Lineupsvalorant.com.
That's so tragic.
Ada nggak ya yang kayak tadi ya?
Nggak tahu.
Reconnya si Fate itu aja. Wow, ditibek balik kah? Ditibek balik kah?
Forsaken's having a rough time with the op right now. Happens.
Chamber mati. Mampus.
I wonder if that's a gateway. Is that the gateway to 7-5? Dude, Forsaken's gonna drop no scope the guy hell. 100%. 100%.
Wow, dia kena juga. Di trade. Itu jambulnya kelihatan nggak sih harusnya?
Nggak tahu deh, gua nggak kelihatan.
Lihat itu.
Oh,
what the fuck is that? Smoggy. Transfer spray itu.
When is Howdong going to use the rolling thunder? There it is in that round to stop the 2v3 clutch.
Dude, Smoggy's popping off right now.
So,
gila Smoggy. Ini anjir.
Yeah, no, it's crazy that Smoggy's a sub. Because he's been actually playing really well. He won them 2 pistol rounds. He's a pistol demon.
Ngomong carry dia, Cok. Yeah,
this is the first game of the day.
Whoa, don't do that, Dafai.
I mean, Smoggy's fantastic.
Wah, mati, Cok.
I have heard a lot of good things about life, though.
75.
Belum masih ada Jing.
Oh, dia ulti ya. Bisa sih.
Jing?
Udah gue latih sih. Jing.
Itu misalkan kalau Jason dapat 1 ya, nge-backup menang.
Gue udah ngajarin dia padahal, Cok, 3 bulan kemarin. Cara pakai Reina.
Haven should be Paper X's, and I think Edward Gaming, despite the fact they didn't get out to a hot lead like they did on the prior two,
Wow.
have done enough here to still make things even headed into the second.
Absolutely. I mean, this first half, all locked up now. He's sending it down as well to our analyst desk. Break down all the action, set us up for the second half of our final.
He's fucking tracing with the chamber.
Ya, menang.
Watch these two teams play all day, Achilles, but
Let's go, menang.
as we expected.
Yeah, I mean, so far, it's looking pretty good for them right now. They have a slight little lead. Things got off to a bit of stability, but you can see how close those rounds were. I mean, from the outset, they were able to get a spike plant down.
I'm getting some gum after this. Telling you.
Yeah,
you know, that set the tone. Smokes. They just couldn't quite get him with those pistols at range, and from there, that was a really rocky start, but they were able to drag this back. This was looking like it was going to be a much more one-sided affair going into it.
Yeah, let's talk about Mindfreak. Brennan and Saisha mentioned in their cast that Mindfreak really made his name at Copenhagen. He was having a great tournament, and that's been continuing here so far as well, Achilles.
Yeah, he's just been
incredible.
When you get him down to like a clutch scenario, you very much rely on him. His decision-making moment over moment is fantastic, which is something that you really need when you have somebody who's playing like an Astra.
Yeah, and I think his style of play has had to be very particular based off the composition that was brought out. Like the casters were mentioning, for Paper X, their retakes are really, really difficult.
No,
with this
I can't
composition.
possibly do that in time.
Retake potential, so you have to be fighting on site. They have that delay factor with the smokes and with Benkai, but Mindfreak really often
personally, to me,
of rotation to aid in holding things down. But as we look ahead,
I'm not. Well, okay. I really like watching Paper X, but at the same time, I'm really.
Berat banget kayaknya punya Benkai itu.
EDG, and they've been playing really, really well.
Ininya, sensinya.
I can't wait to see it, Mimi. I'm gonna throw this back so we can get back into game with Saisho and Brent.
Beautiful setup here, heading into the second half now, our final map. Our opening game of Champions. What a way
Prx dapat
to
ini.
really set things off, isn't it?
Let's see.
I think it's a great reminder from Achilles.
Udah kayak ranked aja anjir mainnya mereka.
Lari. Enggak, mereka takut dikomboin. Aku jamin lah.
This pistol means so much to both teams. I think the defense with this fade breach
Satu lawan satu. Wah, itu nice banget tuh callingnya. Stun, 1, 2, 3 jeder.
Wow.
Gue salah buka aja.
Kan bener.
Oh, team flash, unlucky.
Itu heavennya kedengeran.
Smoggy gets 3, and then they win this round.
Wanjas. Smoggy gets 3. Udah jangan buka badan, Cok. Heavennya lepasin mau ya sih. Nice. Dadah. Gak usah t-back in game, langsung t-back di ini aja, Cok. Di stage. Ngapain t-back in game?
Thing occurring where Paper X win the round despite the fact that EDG are able to get the opening pick. Brent, in the first two maps, it's absurd.
Edward Gaming kalah kan lawan
Boom ya?
Yang kalahnya enggak, Boom beda grup.
Oh nanti ya, berarti ini gue pikir ini udah tinggal berapa tim? 8 tim kan? 16 atau 8? 16 ya. Oh, berarti masih lama ya. That's okay. Nah, Euro game pertama aja udah kayak gini ya, match kayak gini.
Oh, EDG. They have the stack.
Mampus mati komennya. No smoke, sabar
Oh
aja,
my
Cok.
gosh.
Wow, Jing, nice Jing. Mampus, itu dia, Cok. Reina ku, Cok.
Rena super Messi.
Iya anjir. Sumpah Rena tuh OP banget, Cok. Badan kecil, ungu. Wih, gila lihat tuh, di push aja anjir, maksud gitu. Just push. Menang ini tuh, Jingnya. Gila.
I think he did 156 and 2.
Enggak, kalau Reyna itu memang bagus banget di comboin sama Jet sih.
Sama ini juga, sama yang bisa nge-stun.
Iya.
Apa inisiator yang nge-stun ya, bukan kayak Zova. Bukan. Tuh dia keluar jeder, diambil lagi jeder gitu.
Bisa ngilang enaknya itu.
Iya, bener. Dismiss
Itu kalau
aja.
misalkan di buff ya, itu Reyna.
Kok di buff, di nerf?
Enggak, di buff.
Di buff lagi.
Ini nerf habis-habisan anjir dia.
Iya, gimana, Cok? Nerf habis-habisan aja kayak gini.
Atau enggak di rework gitu loh.
Apanya yang mau di rework, Cok? Heal-nya. Apa lagi? Heal-nya dihilangin. Nggak ada lagi, nggak laku. Bener-bener ganti Phoenix ya, nggak laku, Cok.
Phoenix masih laku loh di tim Liquid sekarang.
Enggak, untuk sekarang. Maksudnya dulu yang waktu sebelum di buff ini. Sebelum di buff, sebelum diapain gitu loh. Mau di retake, Cok. Bisa nggak mereka retake-nya? Let's see. Gue liatin minimap deh. Oh, Jingnya ulti, Cok. Udah susah, Cok.
Jing.
Susah sih. Main freak dapat nih.
Dapat aja.
Ya dapat lah. Apa? Oh, careful, bro. 20 seconds.
Bingung.
Reload mati sih. Yang bilang Benkainya mati, Cok. Mati, Cok, Benkainya. Oh, almost.
You feel like you're condemning your team with the 5-round deficit that EDG are now looking at. Yeah. Tough spot to come back from here.
Udahlah, tahun depan ini, Cok, udah kayak ML aja, maksudnya bisa ban agent. Iya kan, bisa ban agent kan. Jadi kayak Jinx yang kayak di Heaven nih, map Heaven, jangan kasih Jinx Reyna gitu. Ban Reynanya, itu makin pusing, Cok, kayak gitu. Udah skill terus ngeban lagi ya.
Dude, Jing's going off right now.
That he just isn't as integrated with stuff like their retake setups. But he's been so Smoggy's been so good so far in this match. I sometimes find myself just forgetting that he's not baked into the team. That he isn't
really worth just reiterating that point that, you know, the Zedwood Gaming coming in their first international tournament, at least on the global stage.
Out of curiosity, I just want to see
the East Asia LCQ to get here, but this is new ground, I think, for Smoggy. He's filling in one of their players, so this is not even the complete roster for EDG.
Damn, he's +8 in AFK.
And they also said in interviews prior.
Actually, his headshot accuracy is really good for. Wait, does Ops count for headshot accuracy?
Double elimination in the groups. This isn't EDG going home if they're not able to mount the comeback. They'd still have an opportunity to make it out of the groups for sure. But it's all about that experience when you're a new team to the international stage. The pressure of playing.
I think Haven's one of their more shaky maps.
Title contenders at LAN. And they've got a rough buy here. Yeah, this a bin juice buy, as Pansy would say.
Wah, gila, Cok, dikomboin. Mampus. Lu lihat, Cok, mampus. Satu lagi, yo, Ace. What the hell? Gas aja, Cok, gas. 1, 2. Cari pangkal. Wah, kena. Wah, diambil Jinx, Cok. Kenapa diambil, Cok? Parah banget itu, Cok. Wah, parah, Cok. Parah. Anjir.
Jinx said not today.
Emang bangke, Cok.
All right.
I didn't even realize that happened. But if you're watching that kind of replay, maybe it would become justified.
GG. Masih aja.
Absolute ragged
Oh
GG. What the hell, GG.
He made eye contact and all. He was heartbroken.
Wow.
All right.
Ngambek dia bunuh diri, Cok, di round selanjutnya, Cok. Oh my god.
Alright.
Iya, dia loncat, mana ada ngejiggle sejauh itu, Cok. Memang mau loncat aja dia.
throughout this series.
Let's go Jinx. Let's go Jinx. Wah.
Team flash. Okay.
All I'm saying is every round is winnable.
Whoa, what's that?
As a Reyna.
Wah, gila Jinx.
Wah. If you're getting crunched like that.
Gila. Bahaya banget coy itu. Di troll coy, bener-bener kayak wah, lu ngambil ace yang per second, gue blind 2 kali. Teman-teman yang lain. Di blind burung, di blind omen.
It's another to be playing sloppy and letting the enemy team back into the game. So I think for Prx here, yeah, they've got a 5-round lead. Well enough.
EDG's chilling with their ults right now though.
But at some point they need to tighten the screws a little bit.
Anjir 22 cowok.
How many times have we seen?
Ayo bisa 8 lagi lu dapat bandel Jing.
Udah dapet dia, udah bisa beli sendiri.
Banyak banget cok VP-nya cok, sumpah. 150 juta. Wah, di ulti. Tapi. Nice one. What the fuck, itu udah bagus banget. Bahaya banget coy emang Kangkang ini. Yuyu Kangkang.
You expect Kangkang to be pushed away there by the Seekers, but he just scopes back in so quickly.
See, that's what I'm talking about with the chamber.
Back him up.
1-2 punch, isn't it?
Smoggy's already burnt his dash, so gotta back away. But that's good information. It should start to pull people away from Seekers.
Gara-gara satu kesalahan.
I think we go with the one guy's suggestion earlier in chat. I think he got nerfed a little bit too hard. I think we give him another trip. Bring him back to his former glory. He's a shell of his former self. He's a shell of his former self.
But you kind of want to save that for situations.
Tongue-tied.
5v3s.
I do like this angle though from Smoggy. Even that fault line's out.
Wow. Sampai drop frame cok. Streaming. Emang bridge ini agent membuat drop frame.
Smoggy.
Nice try. Bisa. 13-7.
Very clean round.
Enggak, ini harus save. Enggak ya, masih bisa beli ya.
You could say given to them a little bit by the sloppiness of Prx, but not that one. That one was well and truly
I've got your trail.
I mean, that shot. The quick scope there is absurd. And a very nice play by Chichu to reinforce Kangkang's position and then reinforce Smoggy's position, anchoring A towards the end.
Emang hiburan banget cok buat orang-orang barat cok kalau misalnya Asia udah tengil-tengil gitu.
So far, it's been Kangkang taking a lot of liberties. In fact, I mean, Prx have been doing a decent job, I think, of using utility to try and clear him out of the angles.
Honestly, hear me out on this. I think we just make the chamber ult fully automatic. I mean, basically already is. You know the auto sniper in CS?
That is only really replicated by Forsaken.
Give it 20 bullets, auto sniper. It will kill you if the bullet touches you. Perfect. Then it's balanced. I'm not joking at all. I'm not being sarcastic.
Iko nggak mereka?
I think that's the only way to balance it.
Yeah, he said we're not copying Prx. We have our own unique playstyle.
Beli.
That's born out in this game. They don't look like a mirror image Prx. They look like they have their own approach to things. And they've been very creative in the defensive setups. Here's a 3-player stack over towards mid.
What if you don't even have to shoot it?
3 push.
Okay guys, hear me out. Chamber ult. You don't have to click with it. If it gets on the person's body, it instantly kills them.
Wah, sedekat itu cok.
So you just have to flick your mouse around and get near them.
Wow, dikandangin anjir. Flank. Nice banget. Flank kena flank ya, guys. Itu namanya flank kena flank guys ya. Long. Nice.
I mean, hey, we already have wall hacks.
Tinggal 2 nih belakang buta dia, cok. Ayo let's go per second. Double pick. Oh my god. Ayo main freak.
They know Mind Freak is flanking, right?
But now this late lurk that's coming through is everything
Oh.
from Mind Freak. He needs to get value.
Oh my God.
Kelihatan kah?
Maybe just the cape, but he knows the players are pushing up. It's down
Menang.
now.
Harusnya.
Oh, aduh, tahu dia.
Nah,
Oh.
let's go. Nge-lag cok, tense-nya.
Iya anjir. Ganti ke Valorant dulu.
The first team to lose
Oh my God,
a match
what
in
happened,
Champions,
Tense?
but I've only been impressed with what I've seen from this Chinese team. At their first
Ay,
first
mati
appearance.
lampu ya. Oh enggak, udah
This
aman.
round ended up getting
Reverse. Masih nge-lag cok, udah. Nggak bisa Valorant dulu.
He is now simply waiting for the fast flank through mid. And that's what he's going to be doing quite a lot here, just controlling the flanks, controlling the aggression, using Benkai's cam.
This is aggressive though.
Wow, gila kena jempolnya doang.
And I don't think Prx have enough utility to be able to push both operators away. They've just got to hope that, you know, Kangkang remains static over here on C. If Kangkang starts roaming around as well as Smoggy, Prx might be in a bit of trouble.
Cam just being used to clear close, but not really expecting that the players could be there.
Udah balik tuh ten.
Used to clear close, but not really expecting anything that the players could be there.
We're back.
Still,
Gila cok, main
leading in a recoil.
Nice one, Forsaken.
That's a great angle.
Makanya dia dapat gelar apa? King Clutch.
Itu delay BTW.
Iya, delay 5 detik.
My stream PC is fucked. I need to fix this. It's like dying. I don't know how to explain it. Right there, it just fucking quit.
Lu nonton di mana, Bang?
Actually, yesterday I had to take the PC apart because
Valorant ya. Udah, kita nonton Valorant dulu deh.
A bit of overheat, maybe a bit of pressure.
What?
The quick shot. Okay.
Nice.
Wide swing from Jing to return fire from an opposite side of the map. But now with that cosmic divide split across, they know that the play is happening over towards Egg.
There's a rolling thunder here that should just block the plant from going down entirely.
Not going to be able to get this one off. They need to find the
Nice
kill.
trade, nice trade.
That's going to be Jing finding it, but they still need to get the spike down. And they've just about stuck it, but now they deny it.
Nice try.
Swing from Jing.
Nice try.
Can't get the second.
oh wow.
Kangkang peeked that at the
Oh
end
my God!
as well.
Wait,
He could have thrown it. He could have thrown it.
They denied the plant, and he goes for
he
goes for the kill.
Gue backkan lagi. Gue penasaran.
Itu gila banget anjir yang nge-kill. Aduh, gila.
He could have thrown it.
He goes for the kill. I mean, that is just kind of absurd, but that kill itself is bonkers too.
OP-nya gila ya, tuh.
Oh, okay, actually, you know what?
They faked a push towards B, and they tried to get Forsaken.
The time ran out before he killed him.
But Forsaken got
delay
picked
banget.
off. The Astral ended
Gak
up
apa-apa
being
lah.
useless.
Emang kayak gini kok. Tadi gue udah ngecek
And
juga 5
EDG
detik,
able to
6
hold
detik.
on as the time ticked down low, especially with Mind Freak's lurk getting caught as well. Both lurks failing from Prx.
Aggressive play from
Mereka force buy ya karena udah 12. Tapi kalau kalah kali ini bakalan ini mereka. Saving.
Fast approach. Aggression is the
Oh, nice banget Forsaken. Nice banget Forsaken.
Anjing, what the fuck.
That's a wrap.
Tapi memang kayak gitu sih polanya, harus ngecek short lagi. Kita kan nggak tahu patahan short itu ada atau enggak.
Tapi what the fuck banget Forsaken.
Unless Smoggy turns into a fucking
gila, bener-bener off angle banget,
three people.
Demi apapun ini bener-bener off angle banget. Nice tuh anime. Wow, jangan pick Benkai. Oke. Wow, sabar pelan-pelan. Mampus GG. Tibek in panggung. GG. Hahaha. Kata ciao ni ma. Si Jinping gitu. Let's go. Poni lempar cok Forsaken cok. Ceting. Badannya bener-bener kayak bocil banget kalau di atas panggung si Jason.
The banners are not up on purpose. Appreciate all the subs around. Thank you.
Prx bisa ini semifinal setengahnya.
Let's go. Gas. Tapi memang di Icebox tadi timingnya wah berkali-kali. 4 round 5 round kena timing.
Well, I was always really liked how Prx plays.
Tididit.
Rush Paper Rex on Icebox. And we got to see Jin play Rain.
Good looks, I think, from both sides. You know, Jing still got the confidence there in his back pocket to be able to carry them through a lot of these.
Buset, lu lihat tuh di chatnya si Tens, go home COVID, what the heck, sampai kayak gitu, Cok. Wah, bahaya banget, Cok, viewers-viewersnya, Cok. What the hell. Oke. Udah habis kan Prx? Tapi enggak, gue nggak nonton lagi yang selanjutnya. Biarkan saja lah, ntar gue off streaming tuh. Gak tahu mau main Valo atau. Let's go off.